Hello, everybody. Just hang tight as I try to figure out this YouTube thing. Okay, I want to be able to see the chat. Ah, here. Or not. This is so dumb. Are you seeing a white screen that says hi? Thanks for joining early? Because that's not what I'm seeing. Can you even hear me? Is this thing on? Hello? Hello? Testing? I don't know if this is working at all. It's okay. So I assume you can see it and my public view is just... Oh, maybe I have to hit the play button. This is so dumb. Okay, I'm an idiot. I never hit the play button. I guess I was supposed to. Okay, in that case, I will just do this. Oh, I should do that. That needs to be the top thing. There we go. Just tweak that. I should have totally closed my closet door and made my bed. Everybody's gonna know I'm a pig and I live like a slob. Oh well, so is life. Yes, we can hear. Okay, good. So this is going to be kind of tricky. I don't know how I'm gonna manage this. But as the video description alludes to, yeah, I had to do some tweaking. As the video description why is this not? Oh, that's why it's not. Never had this issue before. Well, you know. That's more like it. Yes. So getting a hold of myself here. The goal is to make a mod in approximately an hour and a half, 2 hours. It's going to be tricky because I have to be jumping between numerous different programs, and I need to keep an eye on chat. So the idea, of course, I didn't like put up a text document or type this out beforehand. So obviously we are looking at a GIMP screen right here. I'm hoping to not make a lot of textures. I really need to put my windows out differently so I can see things without having to look a mile apart. I'm hoping to not have to make a lot of textures. The goal is to just use textures from default, hopefully. And so hopefully won't be using GIMP too much. There is one node that I will have to create a texture for. I'll also have to make a form spec for it, which I'm not looking forward to, but you know, minor details. We'll figure that out. So GIMP, and so that'll be for image editing, which hopefully not too much. Then when I'm gonna update to GIMP 2.10, I don't know. I don't even know what GIMP I have. Let's find out. Oh, of course you can't see any of this. I have 2.8.16. I don't know. I guess whenever Linux Mint pushes the 2.10 update. Or I've been meaning to upgrade to... I think they've got 19 something out now, and I'm not running that yet. But I've just been too busy with work. Maybe over Thanksgiving. There'll be one form spec for one node. That's actually a lie. There'll be two, I guess. But one will be the same for all the nodes. So, and I've done those ones before, so that won't be difficult. So I will be using GIMP for the few textures that there will be. Atom for code. And let me know if I need to make the font larger. I can easily do that. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to be big enough or not, but hopefully. Then obviously we'll be using Mindtest to check out, you know, the mod and how things work. So I'm not going to bother showing you the Mindtest window right now because that would be kind of pointless. And then I will be using Blender to make the models, because of course, if I'm making a mod, there's going to be some models in it, because that's what I do. So those are the programs that I will be using. And hopefully I don't have any issues with OBS crashing, because I had that happen when I was just doing a little test. But I think that was because I was adding a new source, and I think that's what triggered the crash. But I might have some problems when I'm using GIMP, because that's the source I was adding when it crashed. But so be it if it happens. Yes. So let's get to it, I suppose. So firstly, I've actually had this idea for a mod for a while. So we're gonna go ahead and make some things here. What do we do? Name equals tombs. If you hadn't guessed it, it's actually not even tombs. It's gonna be gravestones. But I named the mod folder tombs. And then I didn't feel like renaming gravestones, and gravestones is too long to type anyways. So that's what we're gonna do. And then I'll just do some off-screen magics that you can't see, but I can, so I can make sure I'm doing this right. That's actually not what I wanted. Bum 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 da da dum. I just need to jump into that is, yes, the name of the mod I am looking for to double check what I'm doing. It's an excellent name. It's actually my yeah, that's right. Okay, good. It's my testing mod for the video course, which quick update on that. I haven't made a lot of progress. Kdenlive keeps crashing on me every time I do an alpha overlay, which I need to do some. And if I try to export the video, it will never finish if I have GPU enabled. If I turn GPU off, I can't play. I can't get a live preview. I can't scrub through the timeline, but the export works just fine. So I don't know. They're doing a major however it's said. They're doing one. It's supposed to be released December, so we'll see. And hopefully I'll be running the newer version of Linux Mint, so maybe that'll fix issues. I don't know. But let's get to things. I mean, admittedly, we only have like 2 people here. Actually, I don't even, where does it show that? Why do they design their layout so stupid? Oh, maybe if I do this. There we go. Now I can see how many people are here, and I can see the comments as well. I tried using the Blender video sequence editor, and it wasn't working for me. Maybe the 2.8 one would work better. I don't know. But I already have all of the project files made in Kdenlive, and I don't want to switch to a different program, because then all of the work I've put in, all the editing, is pretty much shot, and I have to start over from scratch. I mean, obviously I have all the materials, but I don't want to do that. So let's get to some coding, I suppose. So maybe before we get to coding, I should really do a little more description of what the deal is. So the idea here is to make a few things, actually. The first, I suppose I could do that. The first thing are the gravestones. We obviously need those. We need a machine to make the gravestones. I'm not going to make craft recipes for these per se. They're just going to be done through this node and a form spec. So we need gravestone machine, I suppose we'll call it. And the gravestone machine needs like a chisel or a tool for gravestone machine. But my idea is instead of using the tool for the gravestone machine, it should also be able to use a bone node. I don't know what it's called. A set of bones? Oh, yeah. Good thing I didn't actually do any coding. Yeah, that's going to be another issue. I have to remember to switch between my windows. I wonder if there's a way that I can automate that with OBS. Probably not. Hi, Migdian? However, automatic scene. Oh, but I want to do a scene switcher. Let me just see what that is. When window matches, switch to. Oh, are you serious? Really? Okay, well, that's something to play with in the future. I guess there's an automatic scene switcher, but I did the whole stream as one scene, and I just switched between the sources. Something to keep in mind for the next stream, I suppose, if I do something like this again. So, yes, we have the gravestones, a gravestone machine, a tool for making the gravestones, or we can use the bones node as our input instead of using like this chisel type thing. So I guess I'll have to make a texture for the chisel thing. So those, I think, are really all the nodes. The goal is to make a model that just uses the texture from default. So say we can make a cobblestone gravestone, and you'll just put the cobblestone in the material source slot. You'll put your tool or the bones in the tool, and then you just have an output slot where you pick what shape of gravestone you want. A tombstone, whatever they're called in whatever part of the world you live in. I don't know what they're called. So, and yeah, it'll just pop it out into an output spot. So it should be pretty basic, but let's get to doing something here so we can get this done in an hour and a half or 2 hours. So we'll just we'll just delete all that because I don't really need that. So we're gonna start off with mindTest.register _node. Do we want to start with the stones? There is no what are you oh, stupid Adam. There we go. Do I want to start with the machine, or do I want to start with a tombstone? I'd have to know what my naming system's going to be for the tombstones. Let's start with the tombstone because that's going to be a little easier. So I guess for starters we'll just call it tombs, and we'll just call it stone _ cobble _ 0, maybe, I suppose. The reason for the _0 is because there'll be 2 styles for each shape. Oh, I'm gonna actually have to have different. I guess we'll do _0 _0 because, you know, let's get rid of stone. I really don't need to have stone, do I? Oh, well, maybe I do, because cobble comes in different styles. You have desert cobble, and you have... Oh, we'll just leave this one cobble. So 0 will be the shape... No. Do I want to use the shapes as a table of numbers? Yeah, we may as well. So we'll have the first set of numbers will be the different shapes. And then the second number will be whether the mesh is in the middle of the node, or if it's set to the back side of the node, or because you can stand backwards and place it, you could have it set towards the front side of the node. The meshes won't really have a front or back per se. They'll just kind of be what they are. So if I didn't have a microphone in my way so I could see my keyboard, so it'd be a little easier, we'll have a description. Description. Yeah, let's learn how to spell here. Description. That looks more like it. And our description, this is actually going to end up in a loop to register multiple. But whenever I do that, actually maybe even I'll make it a function to register off of a table. But whenever I do that, I like to write up a node registration for a single node first to make sure it's working. Because otherwise I'm not sure if the error is in the loop or in the function, depending on which method I employ, or if the error is in the node registration. So the description is just going to be cobblestone grave marker because I haven't said grave marker yet. So let's go ahead and change that up. Our draw type will be a mesh, of course, because this is my live stream and I use meshes loads. I suppose we need to define a mesh, but I don't know what the mesh is going to be called, so we're just going to call it tombs. Why am I putting a colon in there? Tombs underscore, and this will be, I guess we'll do the same naming system that I'm using for the other ones. OBJ. So it'll be that style and that location of it. We are going to need param type 2 to equal, I don't know why I did a double quote, light, so it lights properly. And I should have probably done, is it called param type? Hi, Instix? Instix? I'm guessing? Oh, I totally should have thrown this up on the Discord. If I could do that without being spooked of being banned. Videos. Should I put that under videos? Or should I put that under media? Or should I put it under modding? I'm going to put it under modding. Now I need the link. Okay, that's not going to work. How do I get the live link for this? I don't want to give the link. Oh, here. Here we go. Come on, YouTube. Work. Put a big smiley face. Maybe that gains me a few extra viewers. Instix. Okay. I think I was kind of right. I don't remember what I said. Okay, anyways, right back to coding. Param type equals baster, because we want it to be able to be rotated about. Are there sounds for it? I mean, there could be, but they aren't really necessary. Oh. I should put a comma there, I suppose. Oh, and I also should probably give it a texture, because that would be important. What's it called? Default underscore cobble.png, I think. Okay, so that's theoretically our first node. I guess I never saved that. So let's jump into Blender, and I will remember to turn the Blender window on. Woohoo! Okay, now for a little magic. That was the wrong magic. I wanted to move my face because there was something important to show you. Oh. Okay, so right over in this area here, I think I can. How do you make? I thought you could make that bigger. Oh, here we go. Make it a little easier for you to see. Normally, the subdivisions is set to 10, which gives you a grid like this, which is fine. But to make it pixel perfect, I'm going to set my subdivisions up to 16. So now each one of these little boxes, cubes, whatever you want to refer to them as, is representative of 1 pixel. So theoretically, I should be able to UV unwrap my mesh onto a 16 by 16 pixel image and get per pixel perfection. I haven't actually tried this yet, so I don't know how this is going to work. But hopefully it works out. So for starters, this mesh here is just a little cube in the middle. I believe this is in the right location I need it to be, so I'm going to go ahead and make a new cube, because that's how I do things. Go to edit mode. Now we're going to scale this down to 0.5, so it's the full node, and we are going to actually split this to the quad view, and we're going to pull in, I can never remember which way faces forwards. Oh well, if we have to putz with it, we'll putz with it. So we're going to make this tombstone 4 pixels wide And we'll pull these sides in 2 pixels. Just calling them pixels. They're not actually pixels in here. They're some amount of Blender units, but... And we'll drop the head down 1/16 of a node. And that is our amazing tombstone. Very basic, very simple. That's a good place to start. We are on a very tight time budget here. Let's go back to wireframe. I'm actually going to go ahead and delete that. Go into edit mode. Nope. Actually, let's go to material. I think I want to be in. And we are going to go to the front view. And I suppose we could grab the back face at the same time. We're going to unwrap. Project from view. I think I'm doing this right. And then we need to open the image, which means I have to browse to where it's at. Yeah, I don't actually know where it's at. Let's see here. Why is this not looking correct? I should have like a mind test git. Nope, that's not the mind test I want. We want not the mind test. I wanted the one above that. Mind test. Here we go. And then we want games, mind test game, mods, default, textures. Let's turn on these. And we'll just go ahead and use cobble because that's what I said we were going to use. I don't see any texture on here, so let's go turn that off. Turn this back to material. I always have issues with this. Let's scale this thing larger. Oh, actually, we should do this. If you set your UV snap to pixels and constrain to image bounds, we theoretically can very easily make sure this is actually pixel perfect, because we kept that 1/16 of a node down from the top, tuned from the side, so that is perfectly lined up. It's just not showing on here. Why do I never remember how to do this? Texture. There we go. That's what we want, texture. We also, if I exit edit mode and if we delete the lamp, there we go. We now have a kind of emitting light. Now it looks horrible right now because of a thing called a MIP mapping, I believe it is. So I'm going to turn that off. You're not going to be able to see me. Oh wait, can you? I'm going to go to user preferences. You won't see anything in that window. I'll go to the system tab, which would be right here when that window's open. And we'll click right here and turn MIP maps off. And now it lines up. So we have this little thing on this side, and it should be the same on this side because we're just shooting straight through. So now we want to go and get a top view. We want to go back to edit mode. We have to go back to wireframe. Select our top and our bottom nodes. Go to the top view. I did not want to inset. That was a mistake. I wanted to unwrap. Oh, but first, let's be the right way. And we will project from view. And actually, we're going to go ahead and do it this way, because that way all my faces will be on this. And we will go ahead and scale this up. And that should go to the right width. Location-wise, I don't know if I mean, location, I suppose. Why did... No, this is so annoying. I can't see my keyboard because there's a microphone in my way. It was the worst decision ever. Wait, how wide was this? It was 4 spaces, was it not? Oh. Well, that's neat. I didn't realize I did that. The, oh, I can't even change that when I'm in edit mode. Or can I? Where was that? Why is, oh, display. Yeah, so subdivisions is per window, not, okay. Good to know. Now that, there we go. All right, so theoretically, if we go back to textured, we have a bunch of cobblestone faces, which is pretty much what we want. It could be made better, but now this, actually, let's just do this as a quick show of how this works. I can go ahead and open up a different image. You know, preferably something you would be using to make a tombstone. I suppose there's a chance you could use wood to make a tombstone. See how that looks. Hey, it actually works. Perfect. So we have the grain running the long way on the top, running crosswise on the side, which more or less is how it would work. Like we've got the banding in here going around, lining up. That top corner, not really, but you know what? It's good enough. So we're going to go ahead and export this. So we will go export. Ooh. After selecting snap to pixel, you can press A to select all and press. Oh, yeah, I hadn't thought of that. But yeah, because you're pretty much telling it to move them. And if they're snapping, it'll automatically snap. Good catch there. So we're going to export as an OBJ. Yeah. I have to find where this needs to go. This needs to go to... Oh, hey, that's close. It needs to go to .minetest/mods/ whatever I'm calling this. Tombs. Should be here. There we go. Nope. Not tool ranks. I wanted tombs. Scroll back over. We'll get this eventually. Tombs, and should go on models. And oh, let's move my face out of the way so you can see what I'm selecting over here. Let's actually, I don't remember what I'm supposed to select here, so I'll just hope I get these things right. I always leave those as is. Selection only, yes. I have no modifiers, so that doesn't really matter. Write normals, yes. Include UVs, sure. Write materials, no. Objects as OBJ groups. Well, I only have one object, so that doesn't really matter. If you write materials, it'll generate a MTL file, I believe it is. MyTest doesn't use that, and I want to say you'll get errors. Not like errors that will make the game not work, but I think it gives you like debug messages in chat. If you're using multiple materials on it, you have to check material groups. Otherwise, that won't work. But because we're only using a single material, don't have to worry about it. All right, so now we need to save this as tombs_0_0. And we'll export that. And then we will jump over to the MyTest window. Oh, wait, do I not have MyTest? I don't. Okay. No biggie, no biggie. Let's just launch MyTest. Here we go. We're going to go to a local game. We're going to create a new game. We're just going to call the world Tombs. We're going to use a seed of Tombs. That's what I always use for my mod reviews. Not Tombs, but I use the world name and seed of whatever the mod is. And we have Tombs here, which has no dependencies, which it really should. But, I mean, I know default's going to be there. So, you know, I should have added it, but I didn't. All right, we're in a great world. I can fall to my death. Oh, okay, I didn't die. That's cool. Doesn't matter. We need to turn the speakers off or we're going to get all sorts of weird echoey sounds. Grant single player give me tombs : not cobble _0_0 added to inventory. Really? Because I don't see anything. It's unbreakable. Oh yeah, I hadn't thought of that. Should have really added some kind of breaking to that. Why can't I see this? Okay, well let's do a little bit of debugging. What did I do wrong? Tombs_0_0. I really should have a window open someplace. Oh, I do. All right. Tomb. Oh, because I called the file tomb, not tombs. Quick fix. Just add the S. Reload. Oh, now we get all sorts of interesting. We get all sorts of interesting. We have a texture that's not working. What did I do wrong with my texture? Default. Is that not what it's called? I have it open in Blender actually. Let's just see. Default underscore cobble.png. Default cobble png. Oh, I forgot to put it inside of squiggly braces. I think that's the issue here. Just arrow key over real quick in the code. I really should have changed to that to be the active. Oh, hey, what do you know? It works. Boom. So we have a beautiful tombstone, gravestone, grave marker, grave site, tombstone marker thing. I don't know. Okay, so now if I could find, you know, I've got 2 giant monitors and I still don't have enough window space. Let's turn Atom on. Let's turn this guy off and this guy off. Okay. So we need to do what? There's really no specific order you have to put these things in. Groups. I don't know why I did that. Groups equals. If I could get the right key. What is it? Cracky. I can't remember how I do this now. Cracky equals 2. We'll use that because why not? Oh, you know what? Let's do this the right way. Groups needs to go inside of squirrely braces. That's why that looked off. Okay, we're almost there. So we have cracky, and you know, just for kicks, and we're gonna do oddly breakable by hand equals 1. Just so we can actually break this node, or the world might get a little polluted. Interesting. Oh, that's why. Okay. Okay, so that gave me an error, but I don't know why. So maybe I forgot to save it. Yeah, we'll go with that. No. Register item raw. But who's registering item raw? I definitely have something screwed up. Let me show you this. Let's just hide that. Interesting ender. That would be an issue. IDK might be worth quick set up the auto switcher. Yeah. But then I'd have to set up a bunch of scenes. And I don't have any scenes. Well, I have some scenes, but not scenes for streaming. I don't even... Actually, let's see. I have coding, which has Atom in it. We have this... Oh, but I'd have to know which is which. I don't have one of Blender. Let's just try that. It actually shouldn't take long at all. Okay, so we have Blender. We have coding. And we have stream. Okay, let's go to auto switcher. When window matches... Okay, I'm confused as to what any of this means. If we have MindTest open, we want to show the MindTest window. Oh, when no window matches. Oh, yeah, well, why would you want to change anything then? The stream should show Atom? Where's Atom? Why is that not listed? What is it? Okay, that's weird. Text? There is no text. Coding? What? What am I looking at here? Okay, so desktop. I can do... I have no idea what I'm doing. Okay, so if Blender is the active window... Oh, let's go to Blender. It's supposed to switch to the desktop. Oh, but I'd lose my webcam. Nah, no biggie. Okay, but now if we go to Blender, it's supposed to be checking every 3 seconds. I don't think it's working. Is this thing running? Scene switcher is active. I don't understand what this thing up here means. Blender should go to stream. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, wait. I think I've got it. So these are all my active windows over here, but they're not. It doesn't show Atom. Is that yeah. If I get the scene to work. If I could do that, we'd be going someplace. Why does Atom not show up? I've got mind test. Window man. Okay, well, what about... Let's click on mind test, see if it switches to this. Nope. I don't know how that thing works. But it doesn't seem to work. So I guess we're just going to have to try to do this right. Yeah, this should be fun. Should be loads of fun. Let's save that, launch this. Okay, here we go. Breakable. Excellent. Woohoo. And placeable. Let's see if it places the other direction when we... Okay, I should definitely change. Interesting. I thought it was supposed to... What did I do wrong? Param type. I see what I did wrong. How, yeah, this is gonna be a pain. Helps if you put your parameters in the right areas. Now we have to turn... Nah, but my test stole the key. Okay. So, let's see if this is even placing the right way. Hey, it places facing us. Places facing us. We are going places. Sort of ish. Exits. Okay, let's go back to Atom here. All right, so we have our basic node. Super. Yeah, so let's make the machine, I guess. And that'll be a simple matter of knowing how to spell. Yep, we're gonna register a node. And we're gonna be super creative here, and we're just gonna call it machine. Cause why not? Description, we'll use something extremely creative. I don't know. Gravestone yeah, let's go with gravestone carver. I mean carver, not pizza. Gravestone carver. Engraver? Gravestone engraver? Gravestone maker? I don't know. CNC machine? Okay, now this one. Wait, if I'm using a cube, I don't need a draw type. So we'll have some tiles, and this is going to need multiple different tiles for the different sides. So for starters, we're just going to start with... We'll just start with one. Tombs underscore machine underscore one.png, and eventually we'll expand that out to have the other sides as well. I constantly mix carver and pizza up. I don't actually know if I've ever had a gravestone pizza in my life, but I know it's a thing. Gravestone pizza, that is. We don't need to do anything funky with light because it already works. So we just have to do the param type 2 equaling face dir, so it will always have the face of the machine point towards you when you place it. Not that it's really going to matter. So, in fact, the sides might all end up the same. I don't even know. Yeah, you know, let's not even include that for right now. And then we do need some groups, because I do want this to be a breakable thing. So we're going to go ahead and we'll do oddly breakable by hand equals, and I thought maybe it's the higher the number, the faster it breaks. I'm not sure. All right, so we have a machine now. Oh, we have to have a craft for the machine too, I suppose, don't we? Well, let's jump in Minetest and see if this machine works. Give me if it works, as if it can do anything when it has no anything to do. Hey, what do you know? We have a cube. A very beautiful purple cube. Fuchsia? Is that more of a fuchsia than a purple? I don't know. Let's go over to GIMP. Hey, yeah, except we're not actually doing that anymore. We're not joining early. We are making a new file. I mean, we could use 1920 by 1080 for a texture in Minetest, and it would work. But no, we're going to use something much smaller. 16 by 16. Now, we're going to start with a solid black background, I think, like that. And I'm going to actually turn on the grid. Of course, the grid is invisible because it's way bigger. So now I have to remember, I should have done this beforehand. Okay, well, we're not going to use it then because I don't know how to find that. I don't want fill bucket. I want a pencil. We're going to make just like a super creative. That's not very creative. I was going to do like a skull, but that might not be appropriate. Oh, here's an idea. Let's just make, let's make that 1 pixel shorter. There we go. So we have 3 pixels. Yes. All right. Oh, hey, here's one of our grid lines, because the grid size is set wonky. And then we'll do something like this. I don't know what this is supposed to be, by the way. But like these are the, what do you call that on a tombstone? Where like what you write down the person, usually the person's name and how long they lived, and like, I don't know, died too young or they should have died sooner. That's extremely disrespectful, but you know, is that the, I can't think of the word, but whatever it is, this machine makes it. It makes it all happen right here. That looks incredible. Am I allowed to try my handmade texture for it? I mean, sure, I'm going to throw it up on GitHub, so by all means. That will not be done in this stream, though. That'll be an after-the-fact thing, but it will end up on GitHub. And I will link to it in the video description, but only once it's done, because obviously I can't link it before it's done. Okay, so now I just need to save this, which again, you can't see because, yeah, that's how OBS works. So we just have to browse over to our Tombs mod, and I suppose I should have made a folder in here for textures, a directory to let this file reside in. And now I need to remember what I called this. I don't know what I called it actually. I think it was tombs_machine.png. Yeah, that's what it was. I remember now. We'll just export it. All right. So let's hop back over to Minetest. I wish it was easier to make an active window, the top window, but whatever. Okay. Hey, where did my texture go? I screwed up. Let's take a quick peek. What did I call this? Oh. Yeah, duh. I called it _1 because in the future there will be more textures. But when I saved the file, I called it Tomb Machine. It didn't include the _1. Kind of important. Let's see what happens now. Hey! it looks great, except for this top texture, not making any sense at all. And it's also too solid. By which I mean it shouldn't have been solid black. I should have put some noise into there, but it's good enough for the time being. Okay, that broke a little bit faster. Oh, I wanted dig immediate. That's what I should have used. Well, whatever. Back to some more coding, I suppose. Let's contemplate. I have not done this in a while, so how do I do this? On place. Getting squinty-eyed helps me think. On place equals? No. On place parenthesis? Yes. I think. Let me consult. Let me consult with my consultant. I don't have a consultant, by the way. I'm just looking at another mod that I've done this for. I'm cheating, okay? Sue me. Don't actually sue me, because you might be find a lawyer that would let you win, which would be pretty horrible. Okay, so let's actually do. Would it matter? Would it matter? Like, I could use a lot of different callbacks for this. I think we're going to use onConstruct. What difference that makes from on place, I don't know, honestly. I think on place like gives you the name of the placer as one of your variables you can use in your function. On place, yeah, I figured that after I cheated. Okay, so on construct, we need to do a few things, and this is an old mod I'm referencing, so this might be incorrect. I don't know if this is still how we have to do this. Oh, actually, yeah, it still would be, because I'm not using the 5 branch or whatever it's being called. So this is still correct for 0417. Your mileage may vary if you are using something greater. Not set string, set string. Okay, so we need a string. Does it need to have? Yeah, we'll put a whatchamacallit, an info text on it, because if you don't, people might not realize they can right click on it and pull up a screen, a window with a form spec thing. So we're gonna go ahead and do info text, and that info text is going to be the information for this thing. So we're just gonna call it. We can make a change depending on if there's something in its inventory, but for right now, I will just call it the pizza machine, because you know, Gravestone Pizza. They're gonna be so mad that I'm putting their name out there and I'm not giving them proper credit. Gravestone Pizza, the name and its logos and all associated things are the respective property of their trademark holders, and they do not endorse, but mind you, they also do not condemn the stream. So there you go. I think I covered my butt. All right, and we also need to create the rest of a form spec. Actually, yes, we do need to do that. So we're going to do another meta, whichever it is, and this needs to be a form spec. Do I want to do the form spec as its own thing outside of the node registration, or do I want it directly in the node registration? I don't know if it really makes a big difference. If I do a tabbed thing, it's easier to have it outside because then I have a function return it. But I don't think I'm going to need that. So we'll just, I guess, put the whole form spec in here. I kind of hate doing that though. But I think that's what I... No. No. So conflicted. I don't know. Maybe I should. Well, we're going to go ahead and do some inventory things because we're going to need that. Equals meta. Yeah, underscore inventory. All right, and we just need to create a few inventories then. Which, what do we need? We need an inventory for the input. Set size. And we'll just call it input because that makes sense. And its input can only be 1. Now its input, yeah, we'll do that. The input will be the material. Maybe I should call it, no, that makes sense. And then we'll do inventories, set size. And we'll do tool. And that'll either be the chisel tool or the bones node. And then we need an output, which will obviously be where you grab the node from once you make it. And I think that's everything other than making the form spec itself, which I usually do that in separate files, but I guess I don't really have to. You know, I'm just gonna comment out this line for right now. Let's go ahead and see if this is even working. I don't have one placed. Let's place one. Hey, it says it's a pizza machine. All right, that'll also be changed before this goes on GitHub. It'll be a joke for the stream. Okay. So we have that. I guess technically I should probably go ahead and create, no, not in models, in the root directory. We're gonna go ahead and create, I mean, no, not cobble, default, and bones. Bones is actually not required, but is a an optional. I don't think I really have to say that I need default in order to be able to use things from default in the form spec, but to play it safe, we are going to go ahead and do it. So, and you know what? I'm just gonna do it, even though you have to do some extra wonkiness. By which I mean I just have to do tombs equals a table. I think that's all I have to do. And now I can make my form spec here. Form spec equals, yes, our form spec will have a size. Interestingly enough, I don't know what size. How big is like the normal inventory? How your hotbar's 8, right? So we could do 8. And how many high is your inventory? 8 by 6. Let's do 8 by 6. We can always change that if necessary. It'll probably be necessary. I don't know. We're not going to use a background. We don't need backgrounds. We do need some other things though. What do we need? I should have drawn up a sketch. Let's do that right here, right now. Let's just open up GIMP here. Boom. Blind everybody with the white screen using my tablet. Oh, wait, 1 second. My graphics tablet is bound to a window. That's a really small, that's not even an eraser. Let's go with a much larger. much larger. And let's actually erase. No, let's see. Why is this? There we go. I suppose I could have just used a white paintbrush and accomplished the exact same thing. And yes, GIMP does not like my tablet, which is weird because Krita thinks it's just the best thing ever and it works fine. And I probably should have used that instead, but oh well. So here is our perfectly square, 100% true to life form spec. Yes. So we have, what is it? 4 rows, totally not drawn to scale, going across with my very straight lines. So those are user inventory. So we'll have a window here with a label of tools/bones. We'll have a beautiful grid of available stones, stone options. No, stone shapes. It really doesn't matter what we call this because this is totally just a visual aid. Then we need our input material. And we need our output so we can grab things. Do we need something else? It would be cool to have like a checkbox. Are checkboxes a thing? I mean, there's checkboxes in the menu, so they must be. I don't know if I've ever used a checkbox though. But it'd be cool to have like just a little checkbox over here. I need a smaller pencil. It's too big. I can't make an X inside of that. There we go. A smaller checkbox, and that would be our whether it's offset or centered. So if you checked this, you'd get the offset variant, but if it's centered, you just don't check it. That's the theory. Okay, that's the theory. So now that we have this extremely helpful visual aid, I can set that down. Checkboxes are a thing. Yes, they are. I just need to figure out how to use them because I've never used one before. So this could be interesting. Let's go back to our code window by turning the GIMP one off. Okay, and I need to put this GIMP window someplace so I can see it, so I know what I'm trying to make. So we have our size defined, which is a good start. You know. We need our player inventories. And we're gonna actually throw those a few lines down. List. I think this is right. Current underscore player main. I believe the 1.6 is the starting points for it, and the 8.4 is the size of it. And do we leave that? I don't know why this is. What does it say is wrong? I have 2 errors, huh? Unexpected symbol near. Well. Oh, my bad. That should only be 2 dots. Is this right? I don't know. We're gonna find out very shortly when we throw up the mind test window. When we chuck it. Fail to load and run. Oh, really? Unexpected symbol near close parentheses and 10. Oh, I wonder if I didn't. I didn't. That's what I wanted. Yes. Try it now, folks. Ooh, this is exciting. Let's see. Oh. Okay, well, we did something wrong. I should be able to right click on it and make that appear. All right. Time to consult. Ooh. Yeah, we're trying to make a form spec. For some reason it didn't show though. You don't have to do anything special for that. Lua API, sweet sauce. I will have to consult that. But first, I need to get this to actually show, which is weird. Not that I need to get it to show. That obviously makes sense. Oh, I do need to do an on-right click. Okay, it's been a while since I have messed with these. Do I? On-right click. How do I? It's interesting. Maybe I'm okay. Let's try this. Yeah, I'm looking at one here. Admittedly, I haven't used this mod in a while, but I don't have an on-right click. Can dig. Oh, I should add I should add a can dig, I suppose. On construct. Metaset string form spec. Form spec. Form spec. Yes, that looks right. Right. Retaining walls. Most interesting. I should really consult an example that's not quite as convoluted as the one I was looking at. That was like super complicated. Much more. Oh, that's the same one. Much more so than it should be. Here. This one looks better. Much better. We have an after place node. We have an on construct, which sets the inventory right there. Or not the inventory, the form spec. I don't see that it uses an on right click. Huh. Yeah, I can do that, but I don't remember ever doing that before. Oh well, whatever. It's not the biggest deal in the world. I just want to make sure I'm not missing something obvious here, which is keeping this from working. Because that would be kind of silly. Okay, well that was saying, oh, I wasn't even at the right window. Oh well. I was just looking at code. Yeah, it definitely does not. Okay, well, let's turn this on. And we will do an, I don't know how to make that work though. On underscore right click equals. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't know what that was all about, but no. That is not what I wanted to do. That was... Oh, it's kind of neat though, but that just resulted in me having to backspace a lot of material. So I need an on right click function, huh? Well, let's go jump on over to the Lua API, because that's the best way to do things like this. It's also good to know how to type. On right click. Oh, okay. Well, that was super helpful. It actually wasn't. It's called right click. Right click. Should be one word. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. On right click function, yes, does this. Item stack will do this. Shall do this. Can do this. Will do this. That's neat. That's neat. That's excellent. Wow, there's a lot of... Okay. Okay. It doesn't help me at all. Let's try. Whoa. On right click. Here we go. This function does not get triggered by clients younger than 416 if the form specs node metadata field is set. Wait, so maybe the mod I'm looking at is broken. Defines the right click inventory menu. See form spec. Yeah, see, I tried that though, and that didn't actually Okay, well, let's just see this. Yes. Okay. Okay, that's neat. Yeah. Well, let's look at the check marks while we're here. Well, nobody can see what we're doing because I don't. Chrome actually refuses to work with OBS. I don't know why, but it just does not. Yeah, I got that. Emmanuel, maybe? If that's how we pronounce it. Okay, so we have a function here of clicker. I probably should have been looking at a different mod. I should have verified the mod I was looking at actually worked before I used it. But okay, so we're gonna go ahead and use something I've never done before in my life. So you know that should be fun. Show form spec. There's no T in there. So in other words, I could, interestingly enough, get a list of players, select a random player that's just on a server, and then show them a form spec even if they hadn't tried to see the form spec. That seems kind of wonky. But okay. Form spec. And I think we've got it. We're gonna find out shortly, I guess. Nah, wasn't fast enough. If you're speedy, you can click on another window while the My Test window loads. Ooh, error from my default. Attempt to index global player, a nil value. Oh, yeah, I should have caught that myself. So what is it? Clicker? Get. Okay, I assumed as much. Yeah, I should have. If you're not passing a player argument, it's kind of hard to reference a player argument because it doesn't exist. Okay, so now I can't use get player name. Okay, well maybe it needs to be get clicker name. Can't hurt anything to try. I mean, it can only create another error. I should really make it so when it punches, it updates. Okay, it can't call clicker name because that's a nil value. Okay. This is a time where you put your form spec outside. I do have my form spec outside of it, yes. But get player name. Okay, we have a function. Mind test, show form spec, clicker, get player name, form spec. Or do I have to do... No, I shouldn't. Because that's this. Interesting. Well, let's see what this error says again. Maybe something from the error. Okay. Random error mod default and callback on item place. On place? What? We're not trying to place something though. In line 7, on construct. Yeah, see, we don't ever do anything with that there. Attempt to call method get player name a nil. Oh, line 17. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Should learn to read. And function on right click. Yes. Yes, we do see that. That is indeed the case. Show form spec get player. Okay, well, we'll just do a little more cheating up in her. We'll go ahead to, that's the wrong place. We'll go to some stuff that nobody can see. And we'll just check how the chest works in default. Yes. Okay, so it has a form spec, yes. And it has some other interesting stuff there for that. Okay, sure. We're doing this. Yes. Okay, mind test, show form spec. Player get player name. Mind test, show form spec. Player get player name. Oh. Well, that wouldn't make sense anyways. Yeah, let me pull it back up. Why would it need to know the position for the form spec? Oh, maybe it does. But I did never pass position to it, so that can't be. That cannot possibly be. Should have left that one in. Okay, so we have mind test show form spec. Yep, I have that. Player get player name. When we have clicker get player name. Yep. With the comma. Mm-hmm. I know what it is. Do you now? Or do you? Well, please let me know because I'm confused. Maybe I should have looked at like the furnace code because this chest has all sorts of locked stuff in it. I'm not interested in any locked stuff. On right click, function, position, node, clicker, item sec, pointed thing. I need to know all those things? Wows. Wows. All the things. We need that meme with the person holding the broom. Okay, well, I'm just perusing the furnace code here. We're registering a furnace. And on construction, we are setting a string for the form spec. And we have nothing there to make it show. Okay, well, I'm as confused as anybody. All right, so on right click, let's start passing all the things. We need to pass the position. We need to pass the node. We already have the clicker. I don't think these actually matter what order they go in because they're all named. I don't know if we actually gonna need the item stack because we're not modifying item stacks when we right click on it. But we'll just pass everything, right? And I don't think we actually need this either, but can't hurt to have all the things. Actually, it can. I think it hurts your can hurt your performance. Passing variables it doesn't need. Oh hey, no, this doesn't work. Wow. Okay, well now what's the problem? Oh, let's pull up the mind test window here. In function on right click. In function show form spec. Really, most intriguing. It makes me feel like there's a problem with my form spec. So let's just kill this. Do that. Comment out this. So we'll just do away with that. Put the form spec directly here. Can't possibly make things any worse than they are now. I mean, technically, maybe it could. Hey! Go figure. Go figure. I wish I knew. I wish I knew. I don't even know what I did different. I mean, other than not using a name for the form spec and just putting the form spec code right in here. I don't know. But this is working, sort of ish. Okay, so we do kind of have a problem though that I should be using the mouse in the right window. This isn't quite big enough. Like, here's our tombstone, but it's not. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I need to scoot that over to 0. That's why. Okay, well, we're getting places here. Let's not put this at position 1. Let's put that at 0. And I guess we can't really put it at 6. If the form spec is 8 wide and only 6 high, we'd have to put this at 2 in order to be able to see all of it. So we're going to put it at 3, and we'll change it to be 7. 7 inventory slots high, because I think that'll fit a little better. Let's go ahead and do this. Turn that off, turn this on. Let's bust this up. Let's place it. Let's click it. Hey, what do you know? But let's stand a little further away. That's better. All right, so we have all of our inventory. Beautiful. We have space up here. It might not be enough space, honestly. No, I think I globaled the... Or did I? I added a table to the init file. Here, I'll show you in a second. I added the tombs up here. Oh! No. No, I know what the problem was. Problem was I'm an idiot. If you're going to use 2 files, I guess it probably would help to do a do file, wouldn't it? That's the problem. Now, why it was giving the error it was giving and not an error saying the form spec wasn't defined, I don't know. But if I'm going to use, this file has to get loaded in at some point to the mod. Yeah, should have done that. Okay, well, we didn't really learn from the mistake, honestly. But we're going. We're moving. We're getting things done here. So we're going to put in the rest of the form spec here, and I'll just move it out later, I suppose. So we have a list of the current player's inventory. I suppose it doesn't actually matter, but let's put that at the bottom. It kind of makes sense to define your buttons in the order they show up, I guess. Do we want to do a list if it's a thing? Yes, we do. So we'll do a list, and our list will be don't worry, it works the way you have it. Yeah, it does. The form spec was nil because the form spec didn't exist because it didn't know where to look for it. Okay, so we have this now. So we have a list. What was our right there, duh. Input. But I believe we have to use this context thing first, and then input. And then we need to find a location for the input, which, looking at my super quality graphic, our input, let's see if I can make this. Oh wait, I have to be in there. Okay, that's why. Our input is the second thing. So let's maybe actually put the input second, just to, because I literally just said they should be put in the order that the buttons are, because it makes it easier. So I should probably follow my own advice and actually do that. And yeah, so we'll have, oh wait, I have my inventories listed in a different order. That's why. Okay, well that's fine. It doesn't matter. It would still work. I just like being a little OCD about that kind of stuff. Okay, so we have our input, our output. Yeah. Okay, so our tool, the location of this should be at 0, 0, I think. And then it gets a space of 1 by 1, which I don't know why I have to tell it that. Like, it knows the size of it. Oh, no, actually, never mind. No, it doesn't. I guess I could technically make it larger than that and not give it all that space. Okay. So now we're going to put the input one space below that. So we're going to use 0, 1. And again, it'll be a 1 by 1 space. Do I need to put that trailing semicolon in? I don't think so. I'm just gonna remove it. See what happens. Okay, so we have an input. We also should be doing these 2 dots. So it's whatever, I don't know. However it's enunciated. So it merges the 2 strings. I could write it all as one just super long string, but nobody wants that. Nobody. The other thing I needed was the output. That's what the last thing is we need. I did not want to do math. Cosine. No, I want to do context. Output. Output. And this, I guess, will be... Do I want to offset the output, maybe? Ooh, I got tons more chance. I need to... I'm an artist. Concats intate. No, wait. Concats inates? Concatenates? Yeah, that sounds like the word I was looking for. I'm trying to enunciate. Just for funsies, we're going to put this out. This is going to look stupid, I bet, but we'll set that in a little bit. I don't think that's a good idea, but you never know until you try it, you know? Oh, also helps if we put those in. All right, so let's jump back over to my test here. Let's spin up the world. Destroy this. Place that. Click it. Does that look stupid? Yeah, honestly, it kind of does. Kind of does. Con artist cat ate my homeworks. What? What? Hello, David Bliss. Thanks for joining the stream. Hopefully you enjoy laughing at me as I try to bumble my way through this. Okay, so we're going to set that back to 0 because offsetting it half looked really dumb. Now we need to do some things. Yes, things. I want to put a label. I have to remember, how do we do labels? I think it's just label, isn't it? Label? It's probably not. Let me look. Yeah, it is. Hey, I was right. Nice. Label. And this this is going to be a little tricky. No, what I dislike, and there's unfortunately no way to fix this because of how form specs work. You'll see it in a second. Okay, so we're going to have a label, and the label is going to say tool slash... Ooh, can I use a slash? Well, we're going to find out, I guess. Also helps if I define a location for that first. So if this is going to be the tool, the location should be 0, 1. And it's going to say tool bones. Should I capitalize that? Is that going to look stupid having... Well, if it does, you know what? You're just going to have to live with it. Okay. Actually, I shouldn't have done that. We should put the next label behind our input. Now, this label is not a record label, though it may be confused by some to be one. Isn't Gravestone Music a label? I think it is. I don't know. I've never heard any of their music if it is, but it sounds familiar. Okay, anyways, back on track here. We're going to set this down 1 inventory space and over 1 inventory space. And this is our input. So this should be... what do we want to call this? Input material? I'm just going to call it material. I don't know. I mean, it could have a better name, sure. But I think people will get the idea. And then we need one more. And this will be... set down to... I'm doing this all wrong. I'm doing it all wrong. Oh. I'm sorry. Very sorry. Very sorry. I need to figure out how to do the auto scene switcher thing. Okay, so I've got this all wrong. So these should all be set to 1. And actually that should have been stayed at 1. Okay, so it should be 1 inventory slot in and 2 inventory slots down. That's what we want. And then we need to give this one a label, and this is, should I just call it output? Like, does it even need a label? Like, it's obvious with that. Well, I guess I wouldn't want someone to try to put something into it. So we'll just call it output. All right, so I think that's ready. Let's pull mind test up once more. Not Blender, mind test. Let's see what happens. Nothing changed because you have to break it first. Hey, tools, bones, material, output. Yay! Unfortunately, these line up to the top of the slots, which bugs me to no end. Like, why aren't they centered? And if you try to center it by doing an offset, it kind of works, but I'm pretty sure when you change your window size, that ends up getting wrecked. I'm pretty sure. I dislike it. Okay, this looks a tad confusing. We should have a bit of space between these slots and these slots. So let's go ahead and do that. Keep in mind that we need to do this. So we want to put the player inventory display a little lower. And 3 was the height. So we're going to change it to 3.5, which should, if we jump back to mind test here, and destroy the node, and place it. Hey, ooh, that puts this a little close down though. So I'm going to go ahead and increase the size, and we're not going to jump back into mind test just to preview that. We're going to make this 7.5 nodes tall. Nodes, what am I saying? 7.5 inventory slots tall. Okay, so there is our basic. I'm going to go ahead and just delete that because that didn't even work. This could always be moved out in the future. Okay, so now that we have, we do need one more thing. We need some buttons to have these. This is where it gets really confusing and where I should not be trying to live stream doing this because it's not going to be pretty. Okay, so we need a button. But I don't remember how to do buttons. Okay, so I'm going to have to pull up that really complicated super. Okay, so it's image button. Is that what I want? Item image button? If you do the item, that gives you the texture on it, which would be the easiest way to do this. But it wouldn't update to show you your material. So I might be better off. No, I'm probably better off doing it this way. Because if I did it as a texture, then I'd have to have an image rendered, which is no big deal, but it would be more file size. And if you had it, you were playing Minecraft. Did I just say Minecraft? If you're playing Mind Test, wow, that's not good. If you're playing Mind Test on a 4K screen, it's gonna look horrible if that button's, super pixely. And if you're playing on a really tiny screen, I'm trying to use a really high resolution, it's gonna be downscaled and it's gonna look horrible. So we'll just use an item image button, which looks a little something like this. Now I don't know how I'm gonna do this without just typing the code a gajillion times. Item image underscore button. That's our start. And then we need to give it a location. Location. Yes, we will get to that shortly, Adam. I know there is an unexpected end because I didn't put it in yet. But fine, to make you happy, there we go. The image button needs to be at the right location. I don't know what the right location is though. Let's put it, if it's 8 wide, let's put it at 4 inventory slots over. And we'll put it at 0. And then, whoops. The button should be a 1x1 button. Duh. And then we need to give it the name of the button. So the name of the button is going to be Tombs Cobble _0_0. Yeah, and I don't think I actually need that. So we're just going to do this. We're going to save it. Let's see if this actually works, because I'm a little unsure of myself right now. I really need to, Interesting, look at this. Invalid item, image button, element 3. 4011, Tombs Cobble 00. It's still loaded, but it's invalid. Really? What did I do wrong? Does that just not exist anymore? Let me take a quick peek in the Lua API. Oh, actually we're in form spec still. Good. Yeah, I actually didn't want that. I wanted to do item _ image _ button. No, it still exists. Item name is the registered name of an item node. Tooltip will be made out of its description. To override it, use tooltip element. Of course, now keep in mind that this documentation might be for greater versions than what I am using. Item, image, button. X and Y positions. Height and width of the node. Item name. Tombs, Cobble _0_0. Name and label as. Oh. I suppose I do need that, because if I have a button, the button needs to be able to trigger something. And in order for the button to trigger something, it needs to have a name to be used on an on receive field, on field receive. I forget which way it goes. So yes, I did forget that. So this, I guess, could just be O _ oh, well, I should say 0 _ 0. So it's style 0 at location 0. All right. You know what? Let's change it to 0. Because if we're going to use that checkbox to do whether it's centered or offset, we don't need to pass that information along. I should really have. Okay, that's still invalid though, so it doesn't matter that it didn't show up because I just got an error anyways. Okay, so if that's the case, and it very much so seems to be, item name. Yes, that's what I have. I mean, I almost copied and pasted it. I didn't, but I almost did. What is wrong? I could put a label in, but I don't see why it needs a label, but okay. Oh, maybe it does need a label though. We'll just say testing. Sure, why not? Let's fire it up. Let's break this node. Let's blaze the node. Hey, it has a label that says testing. I don't particularly want it to say testing though. Also, why would I want text in the middle of my button? Now I can't see the button. Okay, well, I think I'm just going to remove the word testing, save it, play, and break this again. Hey, there we go. We have a button that looks identical. We can, interestingly enough, put this in the output slot. Shouldn't be able to do that. We'll have to write some rules for that. But there we go. It's a little difficult to see, honestly. So maybe it should have been done differently. Whatever. We're on a very tight schedule here. Very tight. Yep, I just did that. I don't even know how long this is. Where does it say how long this has been going? Oh, we're already at an hour and a half. Jeez. Okay, well this is not promising because we did not get very far at all, and it's supposed to be done in 2 hours. So that means it's crunch time. Great. Let's start crunching. We have a button, so I guess one button's good enough, right? Let's get to making some things with these buttons. So to do that, we need to do a 96 minutes. Okay, we want a thingamabobber on receive fields. That's what it's called, on receive fields. On underscore C, I before E, except after C. So, yeah. On receive fields equals something, a function, but I don't honestly know what. Let's see, what variables do I need to pass to this? That's a really good question. What variables do I need? I honestly don't know. So let's go ahead and look at a super complicated form spec. I don't know why it's doing this. Here we go. On receive fields. Oh, by the way, if you're hearing a leaf blower, that's my neighbor across the street blowing like a gajillion leaves out of his yard. Literally 1 gajillion leaves. But you probably can't hear it, so. Anyways, back on topic. On receive fields function. The position, sure. Form name, I don't know why I would need the form name because it doesn't have a name, but sure. Fields, yes, I can see why we would want that. Sender, sure. I mean, if you want to make the player take like 5 points of damage when they click a button, definitely. Okay. Local metal is mine test gets. I feel like this has been depreciated and there's some other system of doing it for 05, but we're not in 05 yet, so I just keep doing it this way. And local inventory equals meta get inventory. Yes. All right, so we're going places. If fields, what's the name of my button there? 0. Oh wow. Okay, creative. If fields, that might not be right. I think that's what we want. If field 0, then we want to do something. I also want to put a space there, not necessary, but I like it. We want to put an item. Whoa. Too many nodes. That would totally be cheating. I mean, I'm already kind of cheating because I'm looking at a different mod to see how the code is. But it'd be totally cheating if I just literally had the code written out and just retyped it. And it would be nowhere near as entertaining. If field 0, then we want to set an inventory. No, that's not what we want. We want to do a... we want to... How do we do this? Then... I want to put an item into an inventory slot. I know the slot name. Copy and paste is not cheating. I mean, okay, that's a fair point. It's not cheating. Oh, magic, definitely magic. I see. That's why I need a magic wand. No, what I need is to do, here we go, I found it. I found what I'm looking for. We need to do if fields equals 0, which is actually the only option right now, but that's beside the point. We need to add an item to our output, and we need to have an item to add, which, yeah, should actually be checking what's in the input slot. Ooh, excuse me. Should be checking what's in the input slot to then give an output of that material. But for the time being, we're just gonna go ahead and do the tombs cobble thing here. Boom. And so if we click on that button, theoretically, we'll get a piece of cobble in our inventory, even if we don't have a piece of cobble in the machine for the input. You know, it should work. And yeah. No, not sender, end. Sometimes that bugs me. I guess I could have just hit comma and it probably would have done what I, oh, do I, yeah, I do need a comma for that one. There we go. For some reason, it doesn't like this. What does it say is wrong? Unexpected symbol near. Because I don't need a comma for that end? Maybe that's, yeah, there we go. There we go. Oh, wow, I'm horrible at this. Okay, so I just typed out all this code, which you obviously couldn't see because I had the wrong window active. But yeah, so on receive fields, and we're just checking if the field is 0, which the field for that button is 0. We're just going to add an item to the output slot of Tombs Cobble. Woohoo. So let's go ahead, hop back in here. Now I think I should be able to click this button. Hey, 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 look at that. Yeah, I realized that like a few seconds ago. Wow, I got 49 of these tombstones now. That's super. That's great. It's totally, whoops, totally worthless because I don't need 49 tombstones. Yeah, sorry guys. Sorry. I'm horrible at this. I have to figure out how to make that thing work, where it'll automatically switch to the active window. Or switch the scene. What, I don't know. It didn't make any sense. It wasn't working. Okay, so we've got that done. Now, let's do a little something else. The whatchamacallit, I don't know. The checkbox. We'll just ignore the checkbox for the time being. Let's work it so it actually cares about what material you're using. I'll have to make some more outputs available. But for starters, we can make sure you at least have a piece of cobble in the input slot before it gives you something. Otherwise, yeah, you can do what I just did and take 50 tombstones without actually having cobble. Which, that's just wrong, man. That's just wrong. So what we need to do what you need to do is something. If fields this, then no, actually, then if, how do we check the inventory? No, I don't want to check if inventory is empty. I want to check what's in the inventory. So we check if inv, and we need to check a certain spot. I'm not looking for empty. I want to know what's in that slot. Nope, I don't care if it's empty. If it's empty, that doesn't matter to me. What I need to know is what's in that slot. This is not going to tell me that because this does not function that way. Okay, what we need to do, we need to check what's in a slot. There's a way to do that. I'll just have to look at the API real quick. And we want inventory. Inventory list. No, not really worried about that. Wait, that's... No, that's not what I wanted. Okay, call it a button. Yeah, we're not worried about that. Allow player to move inventory. Yep. No, not looking for that, but we're getting close. Register on player inventory. No, not worried about that. Inventory locations. Nope. We don't really care about that either. No. I mean, that's close, but no, we don't care about that. Here we go. Inventory get lists. No, that's close. We want to get name or something like that. It's called. Wow, we have a lot of options here. Inventory is empty. No. Get size. No. Get width. I don't care about the width. Get stack list name. Get lists. No. Well, maybe. Add item. Room for item. Contains item. Remove item. Oh wait, do I want a list or do I want an item stack? No, which do I want? Do I want inventory? Yes. No. Is empty? They both have is empty. Okay, well. An item stack is a stack of items. I mean, technically this isn't an inventory, but it is an inventory slot. Anyway, I think I found what I need. I need not get count, get name. If well, that's, I mean, that's helpful, but it's not really what I need. If inventory get underscore name, I don't think I'm doing this right. Pretty sure I'm not. I need to do, we need inspect. You want an item stack. GD is the API. GD, what's GD? If inventory get name, I'm doing this wrong. I know it. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. Get name. No, actually, that's not what we want. I don't care what the name is. I need to know what it is, because that's going to tell me what it needs to be. Okay, so we need... Is it still an if, though? It's not an if. I just need to assign it a variable. Material equals inventory get name. How am I going to figure out the name of the material? Also, that's not how you spell material. There we go. That's better. Inventory get name of inputs. That probably needs to be in parentheses, or in quotes. Material is the name of the input, and actually, yeah, I think that's what I actually wanted. You want in get stack? Oh. Get stack, get name? We'll try that. We'll try our inputs. Now we have a material. So then what we can do is if material equals, see, I don't know if this is actually going to give me the name. I think this is giving me an item stack, and then I have to get the item name from the item stack. I think. If material equals default cobble, then, whoops, then we add this item. Else we return. We would actually have different materials doing different things, but we don't have those right now. And I think I actually need an end there. All right, let's try this out. Let's see how much I screwed it up. So now if we click on this, oh, lovely, I get an error. Get stack, number expected, got no value. Wait, line 29. I do have to do that thing, don't I? Line 29 is getting me a stack, so then I have to get the name. Okay, no biggie, no biggie. We can do that. I just have to remember how to do that. Okay, so then we want to do, what is it? Material get underscore name. No, that's not what I want. I need a new variable. So we're actually going to change this one to input. I hope I can use input. And then we'll make a material equals input. Nope, that's still not right. We need to do, it's something along these lines, but I don't think it's inventory. Is it, I don't know, it's something. And then we use, oh, well, we can't use input because input's the stack name. That was so awesome. No, I don't, or are you saying that? Okay, that's what you're saying was awesome. Not my royally screwing up. Okay, so sure, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll change this to item stack. Is this? Oh, I should be calling these all local, shouldn't I? I haven't done this in a while, but yeah, this should be a local. Otherwise, bad things could happen. Don't want that happening. Copy and paste from Bev without the pipe. What pipe? I don't see a pipe in there. Okay. Anyways, so now we have an item stack. I don't care about the count, though I probably should. But no, because you can only make one at a time, and I'm going to deduct it right away. So yeah, the count doesn't matter. So then the local material should be... Oh, yeah, the font's too small. I couldn't tell that was an L. I just thought it was a K. When I read it, that's what I seen. Okay, so what I want to do is then local material equals item stack get underscore name. Okay, that makes more sense. The inventory get name. Oh, should it? Should now be item stack? Okay, we'll try that. I'm a little rusty, not gonna lie. Get stack input material. Okay, so then get name does need to say item stack. Okay. Okay, so then if materials default cobble, then we're gonna do this. Okay, let's try this out one more time. Let's just close that error out. See what happens when we clickety click. We still get an error, but let's see what this time it says. Trying to index a global item stack and no value. In line 29 again. Line 29, local item stack get stack. Okay, see, I don't think it's supposed to be item stack. I thought it was supposed to be inventory. Let's try what I thought. It's my stream after all. I should just went with my gut. Maybe it's because I haven't. Okay, well, hey, now we actually got something, a different error. No, but it's a different error. In function get stack, but it's still in line 29. I'm confused now. Local item stack inventory get stack input. Number expected got no value. Number expected. What? Why would you want a number? Does it need a number as well? Interesting. Let me just local inventory gets that. Oh, yeah, it does. Okay, well, so that's my fault. I don't know what that number does, but now we're at least getting an error. That means something. Whoa. Let's not open up the wrong world here. Let's see. All right, good. Now that it's working, I'll turn it on so you can see that it works. First, let's break this. It shouldn't matter, though. So now I can click it and nothing happens. Woohoo! Wait, no, I should, give me default cobble 99. Let's throw these in the material input slot. Oh, hey, look at this, I can make all of these tombstones, but I'm not losing any of my input materials. We should probably change that. I need an I value, an index value. Leave it like that. It'll drive kids nuts. I don't know if it would drive kids nuts. I think they'd love it. They just say, oh, free stuff. Oh, you know what? But let's test this though. What if I don't have any material in there? Can I still get a free item? Ho 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 ho! No free items. But if you have one, you can get unlimited free items, and you never even lose your one. So yeah, let's make that not the case. Let's take things away from people. Okay, so when we do this, if material, okay, so we're adding an item. Excellent. Let's also remove an item, which I feel like we just do remove item. But we're not looking for the output. We're looking for the input. However, see, no, I don't think I want that, because then I have to know what it is. Get name something. Make your get name empty. If it is get name something. Oh, should that be empty? Okay, I'll take it out. It worked when I had something in there. But maybe that was just because I said item stack and I don't need it. I actually don't want to remove item. I want to change count. Because if I'm going to remove an item, I have to know what the item is, I think. But to change count, I don't think I do. Let's see here. I can set... Can I? I think I can. If there's room for item, I don't care if there's room for the item. I just want to know how many items are in it, so I can then remove that number of items. I can get where. I can replace. I can add where. I can add item. If item fits, take item. Oh, okay, perfect. Or we can do peak item. What? Copied. Oh, okay. So we just want to do, so I want to do take item. Inventory. Take item. Let's just steal things now. I just forcefully take it. And I assume I still need to give it an or what I'm taking it from, and a number that I'm taking. I don't know. Let's see what happens. All right, so we have a material there. Ooh, when it crashes. Because we did something wrong. Called method, take item, and nil value. Yeah. Take item n. Returns taken item stack. Take and remove up to n items from the stack. Oh. Well, how would I take an item if I didn't... I'm confused, and somebody just sent me something on Discord. Inventory, remove item, and see, that's okay. Let's try out this code from Green Diamond. So we have inventory, remove. Didn't I say that's what it was at first, and then I thought it wasn't? Remove input 1. Because that's all we want to do. That's all we want to do. We just want to take one item out of the input. Oh, okay. That's saved. Let's go ahead and look at mine test. And interesting. Most interesting. I can still get unlimited items without... Again, this shouldn't matter because this is not a form spec thing. Okay, I can't get the item. Good. We put a material in. I'm not losing any of my items. What am I doing wrong here? Let's take a peeky look. See, we're removing an item from input. One item. Inventory. Remove item. Input. Input. Yes, that's our material. It's our input. Why isn't it removing? Let's see here. We can set stack, but I'd have to know what my stack is to start with. which I don't want to do. I mean, I guess it wouldn't matter. Let's just try. That's not found. Let's do. I bet all these pings are. I should really do this. There we go. I need to find a different resource, a different cheat sheet, as it were. Not this cheat sheet. This cheat sheet. Here we go. All right, let's try this. It's not there either. Okay. I thought I had used that at one point. Okay. We are... Interesting. Interesting. I did dig the node. And digging the node shouldn't have changed it anyways. Can't see anything I'm doing. Oh, wait. That was weird. Let's do this. Thanks for hanging out, Block Color. See you next time, next month. Next time we do this. All right, so check out this craziness. No, I'm not gonna paint the door. Ignore the pile of blankets on the bed. I'm doing laundry right now. Well, it's probably done by now. But I gotta stain that door in the springtime. Why would I paint it and cover up all that natural beauty? Never. But check this out. So we can put our inputs in here. Oh, okay, never mind. Well, what in the... How did I drop down to 99 cobble? Or 98 when I had 99? I'm confused. Okay, let's break this node. Place the node. Place an input in here. Okay. Okay, never mind. I thought it worked, but it clearly didn't. Clearly, something is still amok. We removed an item in input. Well, I guess we didn't want to remove that. So instead, there's another method I can employ. I can set the stack, but then I'd have to get the stack, and I'd have to remove one item from the stack, which seems dumb. It can be done, but I don't like doing it. Okay, or I can check out some other craziness in this super complicated mod that I'm referencing, because that was the best mod I had as a reference. It was a horrible mod to reference. Horrible. Okay. Per this mod, I need to do all sorts of crazy things. What is instack? I don't know what instack is. Material, I know what we want. Where do I define these things? So confused. Oh, let's not do that. Sounds dumb. It'll work. If instack. Oh, so the instack is this. You can just call method on the item stack and it will work on the cobble. Oh. So I hadn't thought of that. If I already have that defined, okay, well, let's try that. Item stack. Take underscore item. And we want to take one. And we want to remove that double parenthesis because Adam's not smart enough to realize that I was putting in the front parenthesis to a non-parenthesized thing. All right, let's try this one more time. See if we're making progress. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Interestingly enough, I can break the... Oh, that's how I lost one piece of cobble. Because I broke the node when it was sitting in there. Okay. So we're still getting nowhere. We're doing great here, folks. We are doing great. If material is default cobble, and we're adding the cobble, that's working. Why isn't this working? We have an item stack of git stack input. Confusing, confusing. Most confusing. Because we tried this and that didn't work. We can set a node or set a stack. Let's try that. We'll just really horrify all the kids out there. Okay, so we'll do inventory set stack. We need to give the stack name, which is input. Kids are gonna love this. Okay, and then we need to set the stack as something. Oh, wait a minute. No, I got it. Reading this code, that makes sense now. Okay, so I need to do item stack, take item. We need to take one item, and then we need to commit, as it were, that inventory stack back to the inventory slot. So now we need to set stack of input, and we have to do that goofy one thing, and then we want to do item stack. All right, let's see if this works. I lost. Never mind, I didn't. It's right here. All right, so we are back. I can't do that. Yes. All right. So super. That only took us how long to figure out? Yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. So we have lots of tombstones now. Let's put something that's not right in and see what happens. Nothing. All right. Good. Let's go ahead, because I hate losing items. This is so patchy and all over the place. Let's actually go back to Adam so you can see what I'm doing. Let's go ahead and do can_dig, because I don't like losing items. I think that's all we need actually is the position, and then we just need a yeah, we just need to check if the inventory is empty. So we have to do this whole metadata and inventory thing, and I'm too lazy to type that, so we'll just copy paste. And then what do we need? We need to do inventory is _empty. Wow. And yeah, we just need to check the input. Wow. Let's do an and. No, how did it even do that? Okay, this is a little annoying. If inventory is empty input and inventory is empty, what are all my things? Oh, I should have done tool first, but whatever, it doesn't matter. Tool and input, and I mean, we should really make sure that somebody doesn't accidentally dig the machine when they have all of their tombstones sitting in it. Though it would be kind of funny to let you dig it if you had output still sitting in it. But that'd be rude. Oh, Nicholas King 998_HD. That's already planned. I forgot to mention it at the beginning of the stream when I was talking about it, but yes, you will be able to write on the tombstones. You won't see the writing because that's a little too confusing and complicated for me. But they'll be able to do an info text on it, so you can say here lies whoever. Okay, return true. Else return false. I don't even know how to spell false. And no. Autocorrect, sometimes you are, or not autocorrect, autocomplete, sometimes you are really stupid. Just saying. For some reason, it's giving me an error here. Unexpected symbol near and. There shouldn't be any symbol near and. What is it saying? What are you expecting there to be? This is Atom. Atom for code. Made by GitHub, I think. Unexpected symbol near and. Wait, so it actually needs a... Oh, did I not have the if? Oh. Yeah, okay. That would be why there was an error. Yes. Good catch. Let's see what happens now. Okay, so we have 99 things in there. Oh, what do you know? We can't break our pizza machine. Let's see if we can now. Hey! It's breakable. Okay, so we're kind of getting someplace, a little bit, somewhat. All right, so we can't dig it now if we have that stuff. Okay, good. Okay, so let's go ahead and do let's try to do something a little crazy here. And actually, I don't need to copy all that. We're just gonna copy this section here, and we're gonna go ahead and paste it. No, I didn't need the whole thing indented. That's just silliness. Okay, so how about if our material is not default cobble, but is in fact default stone? Then we want to output tombs stone. And everything else stays the same. And actually this should be changed to an else if, I believe. Okay, but in order to be able to output a tombstone OO, we need one of those to actually exist. So we're going to go ahead and do that. And we're just going to call this stone. And we're going to change this from cobblestone grave marker to stone grave marker. And we're going to change our texture from default cobble to default stone. Very creative, I know. You're in awe and wonder of my creativity. Let's go ahead back into mine test. We can look at this and nothing changed. Actually, I don't think I had to break that because it doesn't matter. Let's test this. Okay, we can still make our stone ones, or our cobblestone rather. Give me default stone. We'll just take 99 of those, please. Thank you. All right, we'll throw 99 stone in there. Hey, what do you know? If it weren't so dark, you know, we could see what was going on here. We'll just have to grant myself the privileges at the time. Hey, what do you know? We can actually see what's going on. Isn't that crazy? All right, so if we have stone in our input slot, now we get stone gravestones. It's the best thing ever. It really isn't, because that kind of implies that there's dead people lying below this, and that's kind of sad. But it's the best thing ever because it's working. Okay, so we're going places. We're getting things done. We have this. We don't have any check for the tool. So I could do that. I could just give myself everything. What we do need to do, actually... Oh, I should have done that in creative. Let's hop back in. I need to know what the name of the bones string is. Like, that's important. What are these little guys called? This is called bones. Okay. Good. So we are going to do another little bit here. Okay, if we're doing this, we need to actually check some more things, though. We need to check... Oh. Maybe we shouldn't have called that item stack, because that's gonna be... It's gonna be problematic here, but okay, we'll just do local tool equals inventory Git stack. And what's the stack name of our tool? I just called tool. Simple enough, easy enough. And then we're going to do, we need to know what the name of that is. So we have to do local, and we'll just do tool underscore name equals items stack get underscore name. All right. And then we will do if tool underscore name equals bones. Then we actually do all of this. But no, that's actually not a good way to do it. Maybe you could have a look at signs, libc, do hex, and those are actually visible. Yes, there is. If you're looking for a mod that does this, the church's mod pack has, I think there's only one style of tombstone in there, but they do have the signs lib thing set up so you can type stuff in and it actually does show up on the tombstones. But it's a little beyond what I wanted to deal with for a stream, which clearly this was way too illustrious of a project anyways, because, oh yeah, I forgot I had I've been going for 2 hours and 18 minutes and not quite done. So yeah, but yes, that church's mod does have it. I actually did a mod review on it. It's not public yet. I don't think it's public yet, but you can still watch it if you just hop on over to my website, nathansalpat.com/mindtest/churches. I think it's called churches, and that should take you right to that page. Otherwise, just search on the forums for I think it's just called churches, and it should come right up. And they have exactly that feature. Okay, so if tool name is bones, then we need to do something. How are we even going to make this work? If you have a chisel, we need to take put where to it when it's used. But I don't want to repeat this whole material thing twice. Because that'd just be kooky. Be a lot of extra code. There's a better way to do it than that. But offhand, I don't know what it is right now. It can always be optimized in the future, right? If tool name is bones, then we're just going to go ahead and indent this entire thing, which is horrible practice, but that was caps lock, not tab. Okay, so we're just gonna do it like this for now, and we'll change it in the future because that's whoa. Not trying to shout here. Let's set that in a little bit. All right. So now, wait, what? If tool name equals bones, then, oh, yes, should be double. Okay, let's hop on over back to mind test, and let's see. I don't need those bones. Oh, I'm in creative, but that doesn't matter. Okay, so we get nothing. All right. But if we put some bones up in here, we still get nothing. Okay, that's a problem. If tool name equals bones, that is what it was called. Let me double check that. I thought that's what it was called. Oh, I dug them. That's right. And then I didn't even get anything because I'm in creative still. Bones. Okay, well, I definitely have the spelling correct. So, we need to take a quick peek at this. Local tool equals inventory get stack tool. And is it tool? Yep. Local tool name, item stack get name. Oh. Should that still be item stack? No. That's why. It should be tool get name. All right. Take this for a spin. I should have turned off creative, but whatever. Let's see what happens. Hey. So it works, but it still doesn't take those bones away from us, because we only want to be able to use a set of bones, a bone node, once. So that needs to be removed at the end of this. Ugh. That's gonna be... That's gonna be complicated. Because then that means I have to put it into this. This is super, super bad code. Because then I would have to do... Okay, I would have to do tool take underscore item 1, and then I would have to do inv set stack tool 1. I don't know why I put spaces there when I had them nowhere else. Tool. Now theoretically, if we use the cobble, this will work. Unless, of course, there's a spelling error in it. Which there could very well be. Ah, hey, what do you know? What do you know? It works. However, who wants to reuse that code every single time? Like, say there's, a dozen different materials I support. To have to include these 2 lines in every single one? That sounds horrible. There's gotta be a better way. There's gotta be. You can do outside of the material since you have an else that does return. Can I? That would definitely be preferable. Do I just do that underneath the return? Do I just throw some code there? Like so? I'm guessing not. End expected to close. Oh. That might need to be indented. It shouldn't. Oh, it would it need an extra? It would. But no, see, I don't think I want to do that because I think that's going to make this happen. Oh, you can't see any of that anyways because I'm an idiot and I didn't turn that on. But I think if that code even works now, no, it doesn't. Okay, to be expected. I think then, yeah, that was my bad. I forgot to turn that on. I think if I put this after the return. Wait, why did I have a return anyways? What was that even doing? If tool name bones. Then we do all these things. And if your input material is something different, we just... Yeah, see, I don't... Oh, do I need to do the end before return? Well, then what makes it run this? Let's try... Oh, now we got an error down here. Of an... Okay, let's put an end in there. Nope, it says I have too many ends. Then tool take item. Oh. Then tool take item? I don't... No, I can't use it then unless I have an if in my ifs from up here. So I would have to, what would I have to do? All sorts of creative stuff. I have these also returning, but I can't return and then tell an end because this end is going to this if. No, is it? Yes. Yes, it is. Well, even if I comment that out, it's not gonna make the thing here go away. Me the shorten end. Expect it to close. Yeah, see, it's trying to close out the whole registration there. Ugh, I didn't want sender. I don't know why you do that to me, Adam. It makes no sense. Wow, okay, yeah, let's just not indent at all. Nope, let's indent to there. We're taking an item. We really do have to set the stack, though, because otherwise the changes never happen. But I don't think that is actually what I want. So we'll just comment that out. Whoa, I don't know what I just did, but I did not want to do it. Oh, maybe, I don't know, hit the home key. I don't know what that would do. Screw everything up, evidently. Do I still have too many ends? Is that possible? Okay. Okay, so it's not taking the item. Lots and lots of spaces. I prefer tabs, though they're actually soft tabs, so they're still spaces. Wait, they're supposed to be soft tabs. I don't know. It's supposed to be spaces. I hate lots and lots of spaces, though. I like my code to be very neat and aligned and organized. So if we have those, see, there's a better way of doing this. Actually, there's a much better way, because I'm just right now repeating all of this stuff anyways. I don't need to repeat any of that. This should all be done after this code is executed anyways. Let's just throw it down here. Let's uncomment this stuff. Okay, so if the material is this, we're going to add an item to those slots. Because you'd only have your material once per loop it's run. If the material is cobble, then add the cobble. Also, if the material is that, do that. Then we return. I don't think we want to return. But I have to do something, because otherwise this doesn't work. We return, then we take all these items. I don't know. What is it complaining about here? Error. End expected to close. The if at line 34. If, else if. Isn't that what the... Okay, there. Now what's it complaining about? Curly brace expected to close. I don't need a curly brace. I'm not... Okay, okay, okay. We may... That might just be what I wanted. Let's go ahead and launch this up. I don't have any bones. Oh, I got some bones. Never mind. Bones? Bones, you say? All right. That looks promising. I lost one piece of cobblestone. I can't do anything. Okay, okay. This is good. This is good. Give me bones. Bones. You can never have enough bones, right? I mean, the human body has... Oh. Oh. Whoa. Whoa. I'm not losing anything at all. Why did I didn't want that. It won't make any difference if I put cobble in there. Just saying. Okay, so we got things. You need an else before the return. You basically want to have if else if for all the materials, then do an else to do return to cancel bailout. So if it's something that's not in there, yes, you do. That is true. Because otherwise you could put an item that's not in here and I think you would get an error. But it's still not doing this. Do I want to not have an end there? End expected to close if at line 34. Okay, well maybe that end needs to be here. and expect to close line at 34. Yeah. I have one. After the return. Else return. I did not want sender. So annoying. Okay, so now it thinks it's the end of the file. Or not the end of the file, the registration. Okay, let's try this. I'm not too confident in this code, but let's... Hey, it's working. But now, what if we throw cobblestone in there? We still lose our items, but we don't get our output. So you just have to make sure that you're not stupid and you make sure you can put your material in. I could add a check to make sure that it would fit. Is doable. But quite honestly, if you're so stupid to not take your items out of the slot, you kind of deserve to lose them. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Okay, so if you have bones, you can make cobble and you can make stone. Woohoo. How much longer do I want to go? Let's try to do this checkbox thing. I've never worked a checkbox. Checkbox. So a checkbox. Name, label, selected. Optional, true, false. Oh, for like the default state. Okay, let's do this. It's gonna make things way more confusing, but what's a little bit of confusion, right? Okay, so we have an output and we have an image button, so we're gonna throw the checkbox here, and I guess we just do checkbox. Okay, seems straightforward enough. We need a location for the checkbox. I don't know. It should be to the right. I don't know what the right is, but it should be to the right. I don't know why I was thinking left. Okay, so if it's to the right, it needs to be kind of low, but not too low, but not too high. Player inventory is at 3.5 for the height. So maybe if the checkbox is at... Oh, and it needs to be slid over. We'll put it at 5 over, and we'll put it... needs to be 3.5. I want to be higher than that. Let's do 3. I can always change it. You know, it's no biggie. And then it needs to have a name. Field name data is transferred to Lou. Okay, so this is what we're checking for if it's checked. I have no idea how this works. So we're just going to do offset, I suppose, because that's what the checkbox will be doing. The label, we'll say offset mesh node. We'll just say offset node question mark, and then selected is optional true false. By default false. So I think we have what we want. So we'll save that, and we'll jump back over into mine test, and I'm gonna have to destroy it and place it. Oh, I didn't set up any list rings, so I can't shift click. Should do that, because that makes things a little bit easier. I should also make that break much faster. Okay, well, let's break this. Let's place it. Offset node. We have a little checkbox here. It's a little bit too low, and it could definitely be further over. Or actually, we could put it right smack in the middle here. We could put it under the output, maybe. Could we? Sure. Okay, let's change that. So our checkbox, we're actually just gonna rip the whole line out of here. Boom, just like that. And we're gonna put, where was I? Where did I say we would put it? Under the output. No, that doesn't make sense. I don't know what would make sense. Where would be a good spot to put this checkbox? Maybe just, maybe let's just put it higher. So instead of 3, let's put it at 2.75. And let's put it over to 6 instead of 5. And I'll just test that out real quick. Okay, better. It needs to still be a little bit higher though. So I'm going to change it from 275 to 25. And that'll probably be good enough. I'll have to break the node and place it. Okay, yeah. So I'll just give you a quick little peeky look-see here. So there we go. We got a little offset node checkbox. I don't know how we work with that data, but we'll figure it out. And then we'll probably call this quits because my stomach is growling something fierce. And yeah, I'm sure people are just super not interested. You calling me stupid? Wait, what? Okay, I need to read all this stuff. You could use if item stack room for item. Yes, I could. I could 100% do that. But sometimes the player just needs to take responsibility for their own actions and not do stupid things. Like, they need to realize that real life, and I know this is totally a video game, so it really doesn't matter what real life is like, but real life doesn't give you a confirmation dialogue, you know? Like, when you... I'm looking around for something to give me inspiration for something. When you take an extension cord and you cut the end of it and you strip the wires off so you have bare wires and you plug it in an outlet, you don't get a big warning sign that flashes up saying, warning, if you touch these ends, you could get electrocuted. Are you sure you want to continue? And you have to like press a virtual, like a button floating in the air that says yes, and then you get electrocuted. No, life's not like that. Life's like you touched the ends of an extension cord that were exposed and that was plugged in. Tough luck for you, buddy. Here's 120 volts. Deal with it. So, sometimes you can't always spoon feed people everything. They gotta take some responsibility for their own actions. Now I just need to figure out how to use a checkbox, because I've never used one. Wow. So the word checkbox is in the Lua API a grand total of 3 times. And all of those times are within like 6 lines of each other. 4 lines, actually. So I'm assuming that that's just... that's a field value. This is 100% true. Volts do not kill you. You can have millions of volts flow through your body, and it won't hurt you as long as the amperage is low enough. On the other hand, if you a car battery or something, you got, I don't even know if those have 600 amps or something. I mean, some of them get really high for like trucks and stuff. It's only 12 volts. That could probably kill you because the amperage is really high. But yes, you are correct. And I don't think I actually said you get killed from doing that. You just get electrocuted, which I've done it myself. Not taking an extension cord and stripping the ends and touching them while it's plugged in an outlet, but working on live electrical in my house, like putting a new outlet receptacle, and I didn't flip the power. It's only 120 volts. How bad could it be? And it wasn't bad. It was a little buzzing sound. I was like, oh, I guess I touched something I shouldn't have. But yeah. I should probably throw a disclaimer in now. Don't do your own electrical work unless you're a licensed qualified electrician in your city/municipality where you live says you can do your own electrical without having to be licensed. Oh, man, you got to throw disclaimers in so much stuff these days or YouTube will just flat out demonetize. Oh, wait, that's right. I'm not monetized anyway, so it doesn't matter. You can't make it any worse than it is. No, take like 4 deep cycle marine batteries, hook them all up together. Now you're talking some amperage. Or do like one of those electric cars. It's like a volt or something. I don't know who makes that. But yeah, that's probably enough power to kill you. I don't know what kind of voltage electric cars run at, but there's got to be a lot of amperage in that. Yeah, that would hurt. You'd have some fried human on a wire, pretty quick if you do that. Okay, so what I'm trying to do here, before I got sidetracked, if field's 0, oh, because that's my only button, yes. So if that's my button, see, there's got to be a better way to do this too, because I don't want to have to go through all these materials every single time for every single button. Maybe write it into a function. I can probably do that. Maybe for another stream. Maybe just leave the sitting dormant for a month and just next live stream pick up where we leave off. That'd be great. If fields 0, then I need to check. Can I do that here? We want to do this, but no, I have to do this beforehand because. So then what I need to do, I think this is what I need to do. If fields, and we called it offset, and I think we did lowercase. I hope we did lowercase. Yes, we did. Good. If fields offset, I'm trying to find the bump on the keyboard here, then inventory add item. Oh, wait, no. You sent me a thing on Discord. Okay. If fields checkbox, then my test chat send all serialized fields checkbox. If fields checkbox, then if fields checkbox equals 1. Oh, so I have to. Wait. If fields checkbox equals 1. Can't I save a step and just do if fields offset equals. You really have to put the 1 in quotes? Isn't it just serving like a binary operator, whether it's true or false? Wait, let me look at that thingy here again. Select optional true false. Yeah, it doesn't say which. A suggestion for the checkbox. Okay, well, I'm just going to try this because I don't see any reason why it shouldn't work. If fields offset 1. Now, that would be true. So, actually, if fields offset 0, which I think would be false, then we want to do this. Then we want to do else if fields. And now, because this is a checkbox and it is a binary input where it can only be true or false, I don't think I really need to do an else to catch anything because there's nothing to catch, right? Because that's the only thing it could be. Those are your only 2 options. There's no way it could ever be anything different. Then we would do tombs cobble underscore 0 underscore 1 because 1 is our offset shape. However, we don't have an offset shape yet. So what we're going to do, and this is why we should have a function to register these things so we don't have a gajillion node registrations cluttering everything up here. But you know, whatever. And then we should have an obj, which is our offset version. So we'll just you know, we'll just have that file, which we haven't created. So we should probably go ahead and create that. So we'll do so. Wow, if I could click on things like I want. Okay, so now all we have to do is scootaroony this guy back. But before I scootaroony him around, because I want to know the. Oh yeah, that's great. That's great. Let's delete that because that's easier than. Wow. Well, that actually works too. So my my node bounds are right there, which is perfect. I actually guess I can just slide it like this. And I'm inset 2 from the side, so we'll go 2 from the back side as well. And we'll just go ahead and export this file out, or this this mesh, and we'll just call it the offset version. And everything there is the same from last time. We'll just export. Wow, interesting. I got an error while trying to export. How in the world did I get an export while unknown location? What? How is that an unknown location? I literally just exported something to that. Didn't I? I'm confused. How is this an unknown location? It totally exists. Okay, that time it worked. I don't know what that was all about. Okay, well, let's jump back into mine test, I think. Oh, I should check. That is cobble. So we can, ooh, unexpected symbol near comma. Wow, that's very helpful. Line 51, I have an error near a comma. Let's see what's going on in line 51. Line 51, 51, comma, end. Oh, yeah, I suppose I probably do need to put an end in here, huh? Yeah, not gonna work very good. No, that was but good catch. That's gonna screw up my thing. The I renamed the obj file from tomb to tombs because the mod's name is tombs. The folder and everything stayed the same though, so I don't know why I couldn't find the location. But it's no biggie. I corrected the spelling on that file, so. Oh, okay. Well, this is cool. This is cool. I get nothing. Let's see what happens if I hit offset the node. I also get nothing. Okay. Everything works. I just don't get the output. Oh, and I didn't even have my steps. You couldn't even see that. Okay, that's cool. I think we might need a return in there. I think I actually want to get rid of the end and put in the return so it kicks it back up to the higher loop, or not. Oh, I'd have to put that on both of these, wouldn't I? No, don't return a value, just return. Okay, yeah, you're expecting there to be another end, but there isn't another end. Okay. If this, do this. Else if this, do that. Else. And we have to figure out the offset. What if we do the offset? Okay, what if we do this? This would make more sense, actually. If... No, I don't even need to do that. Okay, I'm trying to get this too complicated. The only thing I need to know is what the field's offset, if it's offset or not. So what we need is just a local. Let's do local offset. And I'll just call it mesh rather than node. It really wouldn't make any difference. And that just needs to be equals, I don't actually know if I can do this. Fields. Offset. Okay. And then, okay, I don't need any of that. And then I just need to do some of that con artist cat ate my homework business. And we do that here with offset underscore mesh. I think. Now, keep in mind, this might not work at all, but we're gonna try it. Let's see. Let's watch as the world crash. Ooh, didn't crash and burn. Ooh, crashes and burns. What's our error? Offset mesh is a nil value. Really? Okay. I mean, it was a good idea. Local offset mesh equals fields offset. So how do I get what the value of the checkbox is? If fields checkbox equals 1. I mean, I could still do it this way. This way just seems like a lot of extra code. If fields... I mean, there's got to be a way to write this in less code. If fields offset... I did not want that. Equals 1. Then... offset underscore mesh equals 1. Else if fields offset equals 2, then offset underscore mesh equals, and actually that does need to be a numerical value, not a value like that, because I'm trying to add it to that. Something looks goofy with that, but I think I can just do this. Right? That should work. I mean, I guess the offset meshes should be tabbed in, probably, but it's not giving me an error with the linter, so whatever it's called. Is that a new error? In line 50, I'm expecting a symbol. Okay, so yeah, let's do this. If fields offset equals 1, then offset mesh equals 1. If fields offset equals 2, then offset mesh equals 2. You know what? Honestly, I could run this. I can do all that before I even look at the tool name. Honestly, I can do that. I can do that way up here. I think. I don't know if this local variable is going to be accessible outside of this bit of code. Probably not, so it probably won't work. I have to like return the value and wonkiness. See what happens. I mean, oh, all right. Attempt to concatenate, whatever, global mesh, global offset mesh, a nil value. Oh, really? Because I just said it here, but yeah, because that's not in the same loop. See, there's got to be a better way. Why can't I just know what that value is? Debug your checkbox value to see what it actually is. Oh, really? Okay. Well, we'll figure that out then. Somehow. I just have to, let's see. We'll just go ahead and throw in a little mind test. Send chat. You know what? I don't know how to do that. I'll just use the print and I'll just look at my debug. Print checkbox value is I actually don't even know how to do this. You need to initialize the local offset mesh before the if fields offset bit. Yeah, that's probably true. Probably need to. Do you? I always get confused because I think Python's the opposite way of Lua. One of them, you need to declare your local before you can assign a value to it. And the other one, when you when you assign a value to it, it gets created as a local, but I don't remember which is which. Okay, Green Zenith says, do mind test chat send all, mind test serialize checkbox value. Now, should that still be checkbox value? Or should it be offset value? Nah. Let's see what happens. Okay, so we got this in here. Crash and burn. Oh, I should have removed that. My bad. Yeah, let's take out that little bit of offensive code there. So it's not trying to grab everything. Return nil. Okay. Return nil. Just replace with whatever it's supposed to get. Okay. So I should do... I didn't know I could do... Oh. Okay. So instead of checkbox value, I should do my test serialize offset. Because that's what it is. Very, very good name for that button. Return no. I'm also getting an unknown output now, which is kind of confusing. Teams cobble. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Why I'd be getting the... Because there is no such thing. Let's make sure the variable isn't local to the if. Yep. Outside the if. Oh, yeah, that makes sense because I use a local up here and then I'm pulling those values down in these bits. So part of the same function, I guess, is what it works with then. Okay, that makes sense. That's still not telling me my checkbox thing, though. Does it need to be... Yeah, because it just called offset. I wish the API... Oh, sorry, yeah, let's throw that up. Wish the API was a little more helpful. Oh, you know what? Let's try the... Ruby... Yeah, that's not what I want, though, but that's cool. Well, that's not close at all, actually. Like, how does it not tell you how to use a checkbox? I could look through the main menu code, but shoo, I don't want to do that. That's the only place I ever know of the checkbox being used. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's not helpful at all. Yes. Let's look at the Mindtest modding book. Let's read online. Let's check out form specs. And let's just do a quick little search in here for a checkbox. His book tells you nothing about checkboxes. Malicious clients can submit anything. Yes. Yes. And more yes. Remove the debug statements and receive fields from the checkbox. I don't actually ever receive fields from the checkbox. I just have the bit up here where it checks the fields for what shape. But we can do that, I suppose. I can't imagine that would make any difference, though. And return nil. Nope, still just getting a bunch of return nils. Okay, there's gotta be some way of seeing this. Okay, Mindtest chat send all. What if we do... We'll just send a chat to everybody that is... If we can even do that. It might crash. I'll find out. I'll spare you the gory details. Yeah, it crashes. What do you know? String expected, got nil. Bad argument, chat send all. String expected, got nil. So I have a feeling that fields checkbox, offset isn't a variable. No. You know, let me change that because checkbox doesn't exist. Fields offset does exist, however. Try that. And it crashes. String expected, got nil. Well, what if that's with it unchecked? What if I check it? Does it still equal nil? Yep. And I just lost my mind test window. Okay, so offset is the variable or the field name right here for the checkbox. As per the I lost that. As per the checkbox code, you do show a checkbox by using checkbox, of course. You have your X and Y, which is 6 and 2.5. The name, field name data is transferred to Lua. That's offset. Label to be shown to the left of the checkbox, offset node, and then selected optional of whether it defaults to true or to false. Which I'm not. Oh, you know what though? Maybe it says it's optional though. But maybe I still have to throw the semicolon at the end of that like I did the buttons here. Though I don't think it said the label was optional on that. But maybe that's the problem. And no. The exact same error code. While it was a good idea, after you receive it. Oh! That's an idea. Okay, so on receive fields. Okay, so we can just get rid of that bit of code. If fields square brace offset, then line test dot chat send all, send some chats, some good old chats. Line test serialize fields. What fields? End. Wow, I don't know how I spelled the TH for end. All right, let's crash and burn some more. Let's see what happens. Ooh. Ooh. I should turn this on. Okay, so we've got something. We have return offset true if it's checked, false if it's not. So it's using true and false as the values, which would explain why the 1 and 0 didn't work. Okay. So then what I need to do now is that true and false. I should dump all the fields. Okay, that's what it did. I'm wondering though, is that true and false because it was in quotes? Is that offset true? I'm assuming it's just a binary true false, not a string true false. So then, if that's the case, I should be able to do something like if. Do I want an if? No, I don't. What I want is, no, actually that works. Yes, if fields offset, then okay. So we'll just do this. We'll do this first though. Local offset underscore mesh equals false. Then we'll do this if fields offset. Then oh wait. I'm a little confused now. If fields offset, because theoretically fields are only offset when it equals true, but I was getting a message whether it was true or if it was false. So maybe it is returning a string and not a straight up variable. If fields offset equals false, wow. If it equals false, then offset mesh equals false. No, I don't want that. Then offset mesh equals, the offset is 1, so it should equal 1. Otherwise, else if fields square brace offset equals true, then offset mesh equals 0. Wait. I got that backwards. The 0 and the 1. And then we end. And you can change the debug to mine path. You can change the debug. Type all fields offset. I'll try that as soon as I see if this works. Okay. Oh, I need some input. I need more. I've used up all my cobble. Give me default cobble. Not 909. That would be a little excessive. Wait, what? Invalid command give me. Oh, yep. I didn't put the e at the end of the word give. That would be an issue. Okay, so we have some material in there. We are getting our centered node. Check offset. Oh, yeah. We probably need to change this back to this, or nothing will happen. Ooh. Okay. Attempt to contain a Boolean value. No, it's not. Wait, what? Oh. Now I'm confused. It's a string. Wait, no, don't need it. It's clearly a string. Okay, so if can I do this? Is this a thing? Is this a thing that I can do? Oh, I'm getting an error if I return offset mesh equals 0. But okay, errors go away. Problem probably still remains, but let's see. Crash because I'm trying to. Okay, well, what if we do mine test chat send all, and then we just send everybody offset mesh. That should work, right? I think it should. It should send us all a chat message of something. Let's see what happens. Okay, so when it's true, it sends a chat message of a value of 1. When it's false, it doesn't do anything because there's no code. Yes. Yes. But that means this code is operating as it should. So I guess if I threw this up in here and removed some of these, whoops, and did something like that, and then hopped over into my test. And then into this we should get chat send all. Oh, yeah, let's remove that bit. Didn't want to leave that in there. If I click this on, return true, false. Okay, so what I've got set up is right. Oh, I didn't even realize I could do that, but that's a good idea. Let's try that. Because variable shenanigans is dumb. Okay. Maybe I should just commented that out, but whatever. Oh, yes. That's excellent point, both of you. Green and Emmanuel, or however you pronounce that. Sorry, I'm horrible with names. I will have to change what the names of the nodes are. Okay, so then I'm just doing fields offset. Okay. And then we'll do this same. We'll just go ahead and kind of paste that real quick. Real quick, Raher. I did something wrong. I accidentally removed the quote. Don't want that. Okay. So then we just change this 0 to be false. This 1 to be true. This 0 to be false. Save everything. Just throw up this world on its maiden voyage. I now have a bunch of unknown items, which makes... Oh, yep. Yeah, I should have thought of that. Yes. Okay, I don't know what that was trying to do, but I need to change the name of this cobble to false. Okay, now it was... I think it was giving me an error about the field. That might need to be parenthesized, is my guess. Is parenthesized? Is that a word? Is that a thing? Is that what this is called? When you put something in parentheses, you parenthesize? You couldn't see any of that anyways because I didn't switch to Atom. Okay. Well, I'm getting an error now about parentheses. Closing parentheses expected to close opening parentheses at line 36. Output. Oh, how did I could have sworn I put an extra parenthesis. Parentheses? Parenthesis? Could have sworn I put one of them in. Okay, let's see if this is... Okay, so my name of that thing's still wrong. Attempt to concatenate field offset, a nil value. How is that a nil value? Like, that's literally what it is. Yeah, not parenthesizing it though, I get the exact same error. So I'll take the parentheses off here. So it's not parenthesized. We save. We jump over to mine test. We launch the world. Ignore all of the unknown nodes because there's be a ton of those. You can do this, nothing happens. Click that and we get an error. Attempt to concatenate field offsets, a nil value in line 36. Line 36. Boom, right here. It won't let us do that. For whatever reason. I wish I knew. I wish I knew the answer. Because clearly the fields was an existing thing. I just want, here we go. Fields offset. Like, it exists. It knows it exists. It uses it. But, yeah. So let's put this back to that. These are all chosen ones. My unknown items won't be unknown items anymore, which is good. We're still made zero progress on this checkbox thing, though. So I guess... Oh, man, I hate this. I'm going to go ahead... commit suicide after this video. It's now going to be demonetized because I said suicide. But let's go look at the main menu code. I don't even know where to find that. Let's see. I got from Git here. Client? I have server list and shaders. Yep, no, that's probably not what I want. Oh, actually, I probably need to go into bin. Nope, that's just the executable. Blah, blah, blah. Maybe utilities? Nope. Wireshark. Why is Wireshark in utilities? What does it need Wireshark for? Built-in? Main menu. Okay, built-in main menu. Okay, okay. We're getting places. Create world. Is the create world dialog have a checkbox in it? No, no it doesn't. Okay. Oh, local game. Okay, tab local Lua. Okay, let's just search this for a checkbox real quick. Okay, we got some checkboxes. Server announce. Okay, yeah, that's what we want. So where do we read these checkboxes? If core settings get bool, enable server. Oh. Wait a minute. Wait, whoa. Checkbox. So are we getting bools from a checkbox? We got a bunch of checkboxes here. We only have 3 checkboxes. Okay. Dump core settings, get bool. Sure. So it's just changing a setting right here, but that doesn't even make sense. Retrieval buttons. Okay, sure. Okay, but how do I, if core settings get bool enable server, then most interesting. I literally have no idea how I'm supposed to use these. Doesn't say. If fields. Oh, whoa. If fields, CB creative mode, then. Okay, we're getting someplace. If fields offset, I don't even need to say true. So let's just get rid of that. If fields offset, then. Okay, let's try this out. So theoretically, if it's true, okay. So let's do little funsies here. We will go ahead and chat send all instead of, yeah, we'll just do, I want that last parentheses in there. We'll just do hello world, because that's what you do, man. You do hello world. Let's see what happens. So we offset node hello world, return offset false. Okay. So that means if fields offset, then we just need to mesh should be offset version. Okay, if fields offset, then all we want to do is change we just want to change this to be See, I don't know. I'm so confused. And that actually can't even be an else if. That needs to be an if. If fields offset, then we want to do the offset version. So we want to return. No, see, I don't think that's right. We need to change what the value of our local is. I guess we could do this before this because it doesn't matter. We'll just have to indent everything one, but whatever. If fields offset, then local offset equals, and the offset version is 1, is a string of the number 1. And then here, oh, we might have to do this. Local offset equals a string of the number 0. Then we have all of this delicious code that has to be tabbed in preferably the beginnings. Yes. And we will just throw in an end right there. No, not sender. Where does it keep getting this sender thing from? Okay, so if offset equals 1, so then we just want to change this to offset, and we'll do the same thing here. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I mean, sorry, I should have showed you the code. That was totally my bad. Okay, well now, so we pretty much just broke everything and nothing works now. So that's cool. But I don't know why. No errors, but it also doesn't work. So here's what I did. Set an offset of 0. That's what it is. If fields offset, because it is a yes, there is. We discussed this at the beginning of the stream. There is a plugin to do it. I didn't know about it till I started the stream, so I didn't have anything set up for it. I do not have scenes set up for each window. I have one scene for my stream, and then each window is a source in that stream. I couldn't figure out how to make it switch from one scene to another when the windows were active. I tried, because I have a scene for coding right here, and I have a scene for mind test right here, and I have a scene for Blender right here. I couldn't make it skip from one to the other. I'll have to read some tutorials or something, watch a YouTube video on it. But yes, that does exist. I couldn't figure out how to use it. Okay, but so this is what I did when I didn't have my code up. If fields offset, which it's a bool value, so it's either true or false. So if true, then we do all of this. Oh wait, no, it doesn't work. That's why it doesn't work. Because if the field's false, it never does any of this. Okay. So that was a good idea. Theoretically, then, I should only be able to... But see, I can't even do that. If the value is true, it should still let me... You can't see that because I didn't switch the my test window. It should let me do it if the offset is true. I'm so confused. Mindtest.send underscore chat underscore all. Because see, this works. This will work. If I knew how to type, it would work. Okay, and then if we jump over to mindtest and we do this, it is time to leave the checkbox node alone. Oh, now I get a crash instead. Okay, that's cool. Attempt to call field, send to chat all, a nil value. Wait, what? Isn't that what the code was? I don't remember what my chat code was. My test. Oh, chat send all. My bad. Yeah. Well, we'll do this quick. Quick, he says, and then proceeds to spend 20 minutes not doing it quickly. All right. So now that I fixed my code, when I check the box to true, it sends a chat message of hello world. Woohoo! So we know that if fields offset works. Oh no, wait a minute. Because it was sending that even when it wasn't true. It was sending it was false too. Oh. That's dumb. Okay, so never mind what I said about that. If fields offset equals true, then my tests send all this. Yes. Else if fields, so that maybe that would have worked and I was just doing everything wrong. I don't know. I don't think that would have worked. If it's false, then let's do a chat all of something different than hello world, like goodbye world. And if you're one of those people that spells goodbye with an E, I mean, sorry, you'll just have to deal with it. Okay, let's jump over into my test and see what happens. Okay. We get hello world, and it crashes. Attempt to... Wait, what? Where's it trying to attempt to index a field? Line 32. Oh, whoops. It needs to be fields. I had a typo in the code. Forgot the S. All right, let's see what happens. Hello world, goodbye world. Okay. So that is working. We'll also fix my spelling error. Don't forget the end. Should be strings first. It's fun to watch someone have the actions and noises I make at times. Okay. So, if fields offset true, then we want to go ahead and do offset equals a string of 1. Right? Offset, yes. And then we want to do for this one offset equals a string of 2. And then we obviously want to eliminate this line because we don't want to set the offset back. And we need to do end. Then we can come through and unindent. There's got to be a better way to unindent a block of text, block of code. Like some little cheaty function that can just zippity zip right through and be like, yep, boom, boom, boom. There's an error someplace. I don't know where though. Here. Expect it to close. So do I have an end too many or an end too few? Oh, now it's expected even sooner. So I clearly have an extra end. So the question is where? If, else if. That looks right to me. If this, else if that. Oh, wow. Wow. I've got to figure out how to get that thing to work, even if I never do this again. Okay, so if field offset true, we're setting the offset to 1. Oh. Good to know. I will have to keep that in mind. Let's try it out, just for kicks and giggles. So we do... Well, yeah, I know multi-line comments. Oh, I suppose, yeah, I could comment out a bunch of code that way. and make it very easy. Okay, so what am I supposed to do? Select the lines, then tab, shift, tab. Sweet sauce! I didn't know you could do that. Well, it's gonna save me like 1,000 hours. Maybe if I was a mad coder, it would save me thousands of hours. Yes, yes, I have caught that. The video must lag several seconds behind the chat. Which makes sense. Okay, so... well, what was I trying to do now? Okay, so we're setting offsets here. Oh, there's too many ends. Or not enough ends. I'm not sure which. Squiggly brace expected to close squiggly brace at line 4. I have a squiggly brace at line 4. Yes. Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. And you're expecting a squiggly brace to close it here. So what you're saying is that I have an end too many. Basically. Alright. Solved. Let's try this one more time. Let's see if we can break things. Hello world, goodbye world. Promising. That is centered. This might be very promising. That, however, also looks centered. Let's go back to the code. Local. Oh. Wow. Yeah. There's no 2 that's an offset. That never happens. If the offset is false, it should be 0, not 2. However, if I was putting a 2 down, it shouldn't have worked at all. So I'm pretty sure this code still doesn't work properly. It's definitely registering my offsets though. Okay. We'll get rid of that. And I'll do it here. But I don't think this is right. Who knows? We'll see what happens. Crash and burn. Yeah, I was right. So with the code like this, these offsets are never made available to this block of code. So maybe do I need to return the offset? Is that what I'm doing wrong? What's end expected to close? Okay, but it's an else if else if. But sure, we can do that. We can do that. I can work with that. Oh, I already have an end there. I don't suppose I need another one, do I? Go away. What is this? What is this end for now? Okay, thanks for hanging out, guys. It's only been like 3.5 hours. I should really end this soon. Should go eat supper. Should go pee. My bladder's about to burst. TMI, I know. But, you know, gotta keep it real. Mesh should be offset version. Yes. What is this problem? End expected to close if at line 29. Yeah, that's what this right here does. Don't I have a return here? Else return. If either of these do that, then it does all this with this data. I know I've... I should. I'll just do it. I should really just end the stream. That's what I should do. Okay, and then, yeah, we'll just go here. And that. And that should be my checkbox stuff. And then I just have to put this back to 0. And put that back to 0. I should also make some functions to do this stuff. See if it even works right now. Hey, what do you know? We got one thing. We got another thing. We got some other things that are unknown. I think that's it. My brain just like mush right now. I can't think. Didn't make any changes to that. I got so many things open in so many places. Okay, well, we'll just close all of this down. Close this down. 44 playbacks, 6 concurrent viewers. I've been live for 3 hours, 34 minutes. Yeah, pretty much. I'm just gonna wrap it up, I guess. And and maybe next time. Yay. Maybe in the future, I'll have a little more luck. And we'll see what happens. I'll throw this up on GitHub in like half an hour, and then I'll put the link. I got so many things I gotta do. I didn't plan to spend this much time on this. It was supposed to be 2 hours. I expected that I would be much better than I was. I haven't done any coding in a long time, admittedly. And I think it showed a little bit rusty with my coding skills. I also didn't get a lot of sleep last night because I had to be up at 4 a.m. to go to work. Yay. But nobody cares about that. So, code will be up on GitHub shortly. Yes, definitely still going on GitHub. Yeah, farm specs really aren't super difficult unless you're dealing with checkboxes, and beats me how those work. But I think I've actually got some, never scratch that. I don't know if I do. I might have a video on form specs, but I can't remember if I do or not. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Thanks for sticking around. Almost 4 hours. That's a pretty long stream. We'll see how this does for views in the future. I did get your textures, Green Zenith. I will take a peek at those, and we'll see about if I like those or not. I mean, admittedly, mine was pretty junky, so we'll see. I didn't really look at it. I just seen it, but I didn't like see what it was. I didn't look at it in a bigger version or just a little tiny itsy bitsy couple pixels. It was probably 16 pixels represented on my screen, and I got a 2K screen, so that's pretty tiny. So I didn't really see what it was, but yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. I'll try to do more work on this mod, not live streaming it or anything, but I'll try to get like the function made for the different node registrations and stuff, and I'll just throw everything on GitHub, but no promises on that because, well, next week shouldn't be too bad, but the week after that, one of my coworkers is on vacation, so I'm gonna be on 12-hour shifts, and I'll probably be working Saturday too, so that's gonna be fun. Great fun. It will be some good money, though. Some good money. so I can buy myself more Christmas presents. And with that, we're gonna just wrap things up. Thanks for hanging out, and tune in next month for another live stream. I have no idea. Maybe it'll be some more coding. Like 99% chance it will be coding, unless somebody contacts me and says they want to do a live stream with me, in which case I'll be doing a live stream with them. Oh, actually, wait, next month's December. It might be on a Sunday instead of Saturday. I think on that Saturday, the first Saturday of December, I am visiting family for Christmas, I believe. But there'll be more information about that in the future, so just, keep your eyes peeled. And I will see you then. So I never know how to end these things. Like, to say what? Bye, everybody. Thanks for hanging out. Catch you next time. And then just stop the stream, I guess.